Hey everyone, this is NJ here, host of the NJ podcast, and welcome to another segment of the conversations where we talk to very interesting and great and upcoming people. The purpose of this podcast is to bring together great minds and great thinkers and great doers from all walks of life, whether it's entertainment, whether it's sports, whether it's culture. And the theme of the podcast, as you know, is that success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. That means that you're going after what you've always wanted to do because it's aligned with your highest values, and that is the only way for you to live a truly fulfilled and successful life. And on the show today, we've got the marvelous, the extravagant, the soulful S.O.S Deep. Come on. So, how are you doing, S.O.S?
What happened to the
The goat,
the
the,
goat?
the goat, man, the greatest of all time, the greatest of all time. Good to have you, my guy. How are you doing?
It's good to be.
Good. Thank you very much for gracing us with your presence. So, I wanted to. So, you be glad to know that you're the very first deep house DJ that's been on the show. I've had a DJ on, but not a deep house DJ and producer. Yeah,
I'm the
you're the deep house producer. Yes, 100%. So, thank you for making your time. It's very valuable. So, if you can just give us an introduction of yourself. You know, where you're from, why did you start the music game? And then why did you start thinking about why did you choose the genre that you did? If we can just start there.
yo. So everyone, S.O.S Deep. I go by the name Keleto Sitole. I'm originally from Joburg North, and basically been here my entire life. Yo, music.
Mm,
Yo, it's always been in me, to be
mm,
honest.
mm.
I was always that guy in the group of my friends who was always ox
Yes.
play. You know, I remember back in my younger days, I bought like a small shock speaker, and me and my friends would just walk around, and I'm busy playing music off that shock speaker. And, I just became that guy. Who like, yo,
You became the go-to guy for music, yeah.
exactly.
Mm.
And then I remember in primary school, this was around 2012, 2012, yeah. At the time, one of my friends, his name is Dylan.
Mm-hmm.
He goes by the name DJ Dylan, and at the time he was SA's youngest DJ.
This is youngest DJ.
Yeah.
At how old was he?
He was 9. No, I'm lying. He was at the time he was 10.
10.
He was 10.
Yeah. Shout out to Dylan.
Hey, damn.
What were you doing at that? I was playing FIFA. He was DJing. I was playing FIFA.
Me, I was busy playing. What do we call it? Spy Tumbam on the street.
He's right. He's here.
Hey, he's busy going to nightclubs. Us, we're busy playing Spy Tumbama, waiting for Dragon Ball Z to start at 5:30. He was here, getting ready to go to a club.
Jeez.
But yeah, he came, and then he took me to his first ever, well, not his first ever, my first ever festival, which was Wonderland.
Yeah.
And that was in 2013, and I saw him perform for the first time. I was like,
As a 9, 10-year-old.
yeah. And I was
Jesus.
like, damn,
Uh-huh.
I want to do that.
Yeah.
And then, luckily enough, in the family, we already had a DJ,
Yeah.
which was my older brother.
Yeah.
And I went to him, I'm like, yo.
So did you put you on?
I went to him, I'm like, yo, please teach me.
Yeah.
He was like, okay, come through every Sunday and we'll work.
Yeah.
And that's what I did for a whole year. Every Sunday, I was just
Every
going to his
Sunday.
house and he'll teach me.
Instead of going to church with her.
Ish. Let's not go there.
Yeah. Nothing wrong. I'm just joking. Yeah.
But yeah, every Sunday, and then but the way he taught me was a bit
Hectic. Yeah.
because with the CDJs, I learned off 350s, the pioneers,
Hey.
and what he did
You
was
can actually DJ. You can actually DJ.
you-
Me, I can't. You can DJ. Anyone can DJ on 350s.
he literally took. I remember he used to take duct tape and put it over the BPM, and he's like, "No, you must train your ears to actually synchronize the songs."
Angeke.
And that's how I learned.
Is it?
Obviously, as a kid, I'm just like, no.
Well, let me see.
Let me
what
see
the
something.
BPMs are.
But
Yeah? He's
eventually-
that guy. Yeah.
But eventually, obviously, I was like, okay, no, let me actually learn.
Yeah.
I remember at some point I actually wanted to quit
Why do you want to quit?
because it was too much.
Too much.
Yo, it was too much. Like I couldn't get the whole synchronization thing.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what, let me buy a controller.
Yeah.
Because obviously a controller does everything for you. You just press sync and then
Yeah. The sync
I'm
button.
DJing.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
no.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, you know what, no, let me press. And I pushed and then eventually I actually got the hang of it.
Mm.
And then the following year I signed up to Rise Academy.
Yeah. Which year was this?
Now now it was fast forward. So I joined Rise in 2017.
2017.
2017.
So was this okay? So just to give you an anchor, was Cyril president or not, or was Donald Trump president yet?
Before Trump.
It was just before Trump. And then that means it was either 2015, 2016, somewhere there. Anyways, between 2015 and 2017, you were there.
I was at Rise Academy.
Yeah.
And I was one of those guys in Rise who really knew how to DJ.
Mm-hmm.
So my thing was to go to Rise to learn the business side of DJing, how to market yourself.
Yeah.
How to brand yourself as an artist.
Yeah.
And met interesting people. Like
who are the interesting people?
My superstar, Podiso.
Your superstar Podiso.
Yeah, you know.
The sellout. I call him a sellout.
Why you call him a sellout?
I call him for this specific reason. I don't care. He can cancel me himself. I don't care. I'll call him a sellout from this perspective. His brand is Afrotech, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Fully Afrotech, right? That's all he does. He plays Afrotech. He won't do Amapiano. He won't do EDM. He won't do hip hop. However, can this guy not love Amapiano to the point where he's like hooking people up on Beatport? I know when I did my practicals with the guy, I started with an Amapiano set, and then he was like, "Yo, I'm my neighbor."
Let me tell you something about Podi.
So then, how did he go from loving Afrotech to just loving Amapiano? I guess you can do both.
You can do both. I feel like Podi's in that space where, I can also say for myself, where you play a genre and you're playing it because you truly love it, and you can see when you play it. So that's what Podi is with Afrotech.
Yeah,
Amapiano, he enjoys listening to it in his comfort. Where he's at home in the room, he's just.
Yeah, I was like, you're off-brand, guy, off-brand. He's been saying I'm Afrotech. Hey, I'm up here. But anyway, so back to Rise Academy, you meet interesting people, yeah?
Yeah, Rise Academy. I did a 4-year at Rise,
and
then after that year, I played at my first ever club event, which was in Rosebank. It was a place called Capital Underground.
I've never heard of it.
Used to go down there.
It used to go down. There's you.
I'm not sure if you remember this one event. It was where all the kids went. It was called Flexecution.
I remember hearing something like that, but I just didn't go.
The one time they hosted a Capital Underground.
Yeah.
The parking lot was just full.
Packed
of people. It was like a street bash in Soweto. No tent.
No tent.
Just people. So yeah, I performed at Capital Underground.
How did that go?
It went well, actually.
How do you know if a set went well for you?
For me, is when I can see a reaction from people and they genuinely enjoying it, not because they're drunk or anything. Like before they get drunk, I can see these people are actually having fun.
Yeah.
And personally, for me, it's when I'm also having fun while playing. That's when I know, I had a very beautiful set.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Is that how you measure it?
Yeah. Other people have other ways. Me, that's how I do it.
Okay. How do other people measure the success when they've had a set? As in a good set for them. What does that mean? Like, I'm not talking about you. You said if people are having fun, you're having fun and you're enjoying it. And then other people, how do other people, from your perspective, measure whether their set was a success or not?
I think based off what I've seen, I feel like many of the people in my circle measure their success or the success of the set through the amount of interaction people give them after the set. So people come to him like, yo, no, well done. I feel like they do that. But I can't speak for them.
You can't speak for them.
This is what I see.
This is what you see. Yeah. Where you don't care. You can see that the person was having fun.
Yeah. As long as you're having fun, do your thing. I'll also have fun with you. Like, is it? Yeah.
Yeah. Do you not want to be a celeb? When I say celeb, I'm saying be the diva person, like being the person that is always quote unquote sought after, and people are saying, "Yo, S.O.S Deep Bio, no S.O.S Deep Bio."
I'm gonna answer you as honest as I can.
Yes. Well, hopefully you've been honest this entire time. It'll be a bit awkward. Yeah.
Or would I come here and just lie?
We don't know. Why do people lie?
Next thing I'm gonna be on TikTok and Twitter. Hey, S.O.S Deep is just a fat liar. No.
S.O.S Deep liar.
Now my whole brand must change.
It's changed now. Now you're just gonna play yourself.
When I play, I must play lies now. I forgot the question.
The question is, do you not see yourself as becoming a celeb and becoming a diva? Because
I do see myself becoming a celeb.
Yeah.
But going into becoming a diva, I feel like that's a whole different story now. Because I feel like divas have this whole entitlement type of persona.
Yeah.
Where they feel like they deserve everything that comes to them.
Yeah.
Even if it doesn't come to them.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like with me it's a thing of, you know what, if it comes to me, it's meant for me.
Yeah.
If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It was never meant for me. That's how I go.
Yeah.
I still want to be, as much as I want to be Billboard famous.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, bigger than Black Coffee.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Avicii, Hardwell. Like
wait, don't be blasphemous. No one will ever be bigger than Avicii. For me.
For you. Yeah. But I just want to break that barrier and just be like, you know.
You can only break that barrier if they rename like Loftus Stadium or FNB Stadium and they call it Kelso Stadium or S.O.S Deep Stadium. That's what happened to Avicii.
Huh? We're working towards that.
Yeah, that's what it is.
We'll change FNB Stadium to S.O.S Stadium.
S.O.S Stadium. That's what they did for Avicii. They changed, I think it was Stockholm Stadium. It's now Avicii Stadium. Imagine that. Imagine that. Guy didn't even reach 30 years old. Imagine that.
And he's already got a stadium
after his name.
Yo.
Biggest DJ ever. That's from my perspective. From my perspective, again.
And I agree with you.
Okay.
Like, I completely agree. Even with his production. Because even when I was starting off as a DJ, I was playing a lot of EDM.
Yeah.
And mainly Hardwell.
Yeah.
Avicii.
Yeah.
Martin Garrix.
Yeah.
And I remember after I've learned everything.
Yeah.
I went to Limpopo with my brother.
Yeah.
And he had a few gigs that side.
Yeah.
And he was like, I wanna see you play for these people and let's see how they react.
Who are these people?
I don't know these people. I was the only how old was I? I was the only 14-year-old there.
Okay.
Imagine 14-year-old with 35-year-olds drinking beer and them sitting there like, yo.
Hey, what do I do?
What do I do?
You busy now in orange juice, yeah.
So then I play and I'm playing my EDM.
Yeah.
And people are actually enjoying it.
Yeah.
And then my brother comes on and he plays Deep House. And then one of the guys came and was like, no.
It's for EDM.
We want that guy to come play. We want that guy to come play again.
Yeah.
He even came to me and was like, give me a USB. I'm like, I can't because all my music's here. If you have a USB, I can transfer the things to you. And then that's what we did.
Oh, okay. So then you're not playing.
And sadly, in Limpopo, I lost those USBs.
Oh no. So that's like music that I can't get back. You can't get back.
Even if I try to search for it now.
You can't find it.
Yeah, well, you can find it, but I don't.
You don't have that memory.
Also, if I get it, where am I gonna play it?
What do you mean? Where are you gonna play it?
Like I can't perform them
because now you're Deep House now.
You know, I'm a soulful guy.
You're a soulful guy.
Yeah.
I think. Oh, you know what you could do? You could be a schizophrenic. Here's what you can do: create another persona that plays just that.
It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work, but how deep is your love? How deep is your love?
Now I must wear a mask.
Yeah. Pull a marshmallow.
S.O.S Deep squared.
There's the EDM.
The EDM one.
Yeah. So you're saying that you want to be like Billboard famous, like Black Coffee famous, I wasn't Martin Garrix famous, Hardwell famous, Tiesto famous, Shimza famous. That's where you want to be, right?
I want to, yeah.
You,
And it's not because of what I'm seeing now.
yeah.
It's always been there. Like, I remember before the whole music came into play, I wanted to be Billboard famous in terms of soccer.
In terms of soccer, football.
Football.
There you go, football.
My
Yeah.
bad.
Yes, your badness. Your badness. We don't do any of that here.
Do me a favor, please.
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
So,
Yeah.
I wanted to be Billboard famous in
Football. There we go. Yes.
and obviously a top player. And I feel like you're gonna kill me here
Yeah. Why am I gonna kill you?
because you look like a Messi fan.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not, like, listen. I'm a Chelsea fan. From a football fan first. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Okay. I don't care. I don't care. I know what my team is. Okay. So I'm a football fan first, then a Chelsea fan second. So I admire the artistry of people who can play football really, really well. With that, I do have my own opinions on who the greatest is. And if anyone has a counter opinion to what I say, I'm fine. Now let me hear out what you have to say.
So you're not those type of people who basically thinks they the team manager.
What do you mean the team manager?
So you get those people who let's say an Arsenal fan.
Yeah.
And the way they fight with people is as if they're the ones who actually
as if they're like us and Wenger.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here.
Arsenal fans.
Get out of here.
No, I'm not a team manager because I can't manage.
You're just
it.
a fan.
I'm just a fan. The facts are, if my team is an atrocity, if they're bad, I'm going to say they're bad. If another team is doing well, then I'm going to say the team as well because you can see it. This is very objective.
I like people like that. I'm tired of fighting with people who think their team is
Arsenal fans. Like us, that's my problem with Arsenal fans specifically. There's not a single Arsenal fan that you've met who doesn't know football. Every single one of them knows football. All of them. They all know football.
Just support the wrong team. That's what I'm saying.
Anyway, so you say, why was I going to kill you?
Oh, because I wanted to be the next Ronaldo, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Oh, there's only the fake Ronaldo.
Anyways,
fake Ronaldo. So you want to be like Cristiano Ronaldo, which is good.
Yeah. Like I was very into it, and the music came, and I was just stuck with it.
Yeah, you just stuck.
Even throughout that journey, I found out that my dad was in a musical group. He played keys.
Oh, he played keys. Why did I still start imagining Boys to Men?
Ish. And it was something similar to that.
Is it?
Until this day, I haven't even asked him what the name of the group was.
I swear. Was he that guy? Was the I swear guy?
No, they used to. I'm not sure if you remember the genre called bubblegum.
No.
It was a huge thing. I think in like the Limpopo and Mpumalanga.
Sure.
Yeah. So yeah. I feel like also that's why he supported the whole journey because he was part of it also, and the story is very deep of why he left it. Money.
Shed it. It wasn't coming in. It happens. It's a very, very, very common story.
It does happen, but yeah, he supported it, and yeah, no. I went through a lot of name changes.
Name change. What was your first DJ name?
It was DJ KJ.
DJ AJ.
KJ.
KJ. Okay, I understand the K. What
know.
about the J?
I don't know. I don't remember.
You don't remember? Okay. Then the next iteration of your name? What was next?
Was DJ Gets.
DJ Gets.
Because
that makes sense.
My nickname at school was Gets.
That makes sense to me. Okay.
I didn't like it.
You didn't like it?
I didn't like it.
Okay.
I don't mind people calling me Gets, but the whole DJ name was like, no.
Gets. Yeah.
And then Rise, when I joined Rise, I was going by the name of DJ Soul K.
DJ Soul K.
Yeah.
That makes sense to me as well.
And then I ran with that name for good 3 years.
Yeah.
Then I changed my name before COVID came. I changed my name to Morning and Day.
Morning and Day. Oh, that sounds so deep. Yeah.
And the reason why I changed it to Morning and Days because I never saw S.O.S Deep going international.
Oh, okay.
So I was trying to find an international name.
Yeah.
Morning and Day came up.
Yeah.
And then recently, last year actually, I changed from Morning and Day to S.O.S Deep. Mainly because I wanted a name.
So this was last year it became SOS.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I wanted a name that basically had my name in it, my actual name. Because I went through, before going to S.O.S Deep, I went through a whole brainstorm of, okay, should I use my government name?
Yeah.
Or not?
Yeah.
And then I ran for it for a while. I was like, okay, let's just do it. I'm just like, no, man. My name sounds very formal.
Yeah, I got to act generations.
So I'm like, no.
But okay, let's just talk. Boardroom.
So I'm like, no, man.
Yeah.
And then, so how I came up with S.O.S Deep, you take Keleto,
Yeah.
and then the S.O,
Yeah.
and then my surname Sitole,
Oh,
and then S.O.S.
Yeah, I was like, save our soul deep.
It does mean that.
I thought that for S.O.S. Deep.
And for the people out there, now, I just want to correct something. It's not sauce. Nah. It's not sauce. It's S.O.S.
Yes.
Please. I've been getting so many people calling me sauce. I'm like,
People
no.
are going to call you sauce. They're going to call you sauce. People are mean. And not that they're mean. Sometimes people just don't care.
People don't know how to read.
Some people know how to read, but some people are just trolls.
Let me tell you, even with Morning and Day, there's clearly an N between morning and day.
And what did they say? How do they put
Morning
it?
day.
Morning day. No, but it can't be morning day if there's morning and day.
People just said morning day, and I'm just like, no.
I think people want names that, not names that are efficient.
People want things that
easy.
Yeah. They want black coffee. That's simple.
That's very simple.
And you can remember it.
Yeah.
Avicii. Simple.
Yes.
Some people can't pronounce it, but it's quite simple.
How can you not pronounce Avicii?
Ask with black people. South Africa. Odi. Audi. Come on.
But like I get. I do that myself. Audi. It's not Audi. Audi for what? Audi. Yeah. Not VW. Yeah. That's like, don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Eesh.
Don't do that. I don't know how you can mispronounce Avicii, but that's fine.
Yeah, I feel like people just want something very simple that they can remember and actually say.
Yeah.
I don't know where people get sauce from. Like,
well, if you take away the
dots,
yes, you
but
get
the
the full stops. You get
also,
sauce.
I feel like also my name doesn't have dots.
I know it doesn't. But they can quickly look through it and be like, oh, S.O.S Deep.
But even in my Instagram,
it's S.O.S.
It's
Deep.
S.O.S.
Yeah.
I just don't know how to read. Like,
I think people do know how to read. I think they're just trolling. No, they're trolling you. It's either trolling you or they want to be lazy.
All of them. Tech.
He said that, not me. I'm defending people here. I'm a defender of
You think you can do this to me? You
gosh. Okay, so guys, it's S.O.S Deep, not S.O.S Deep. You want to pick a fight with him? Now people are going to do that. Call him sauce.
Yeah, and I'll take you out when I'm performing. I'll pause everything. We'll rock outside, fist to fist.
And then you're going to trend on Twitter for the wrong reasons. Yeah, I don't think you want that.
But guys, me and my lover, I'm not a fighter.
You're not a fighter?
No, I don't have time for that.
Until you have to.
No, obviously, if you have to, you have to.
Yeah.
But in general, just going out picking fights with people.
Some people actually do that, but some people don't pick actual like physical fights.
Or like verbal.
They'll pick verbal fights. Some people base their entire life and on being entertainers or just trolls. Like just trolls. It's like, okay, I don't know him.
Just for people just wake up and just say, I'm gonna irritate someone.
Yeah. That's why we call them trolls.
And they suffer the consequences at the end of the day.
Yeah, I mean, you have to. You'll suffer the consequences at the end of the day. But I don't know why some people do it. Some people do it just because it's fun. Some people do it. They get joy out of it. Or some people, they just building a brand out of it just to enjoy. I mean, it's like tabloid journalists. Have you ever thought about like that? Guys who write for like The Sun. I I don't know these publications like the Sun or.
But they get paid.
Exactly. No, they do get paid. Like
get
I remember
paid.
there's this Instagram page. I don't know if it's a page publication. Maybe it's a Mapepanda. I don't know if you've ever heard of it.
Mm-mm.
It is just that's what it is. It's just tabloids, just to incite controversy. And some people and people get paid off it. So some people are not doing it because they're being malicious or they're being bad people. Some
It's
people
just
do
their
it.
job.
It's just their job. I mean, like, hey, job's bad.
You have to pay the bills.
You have to pay the bill somehow. You have to pay
Petrol's
the
expensive.
hey, Joe, petrol's
23
through the
rand.
roof. Yeah,
23
we're
rand.
back at 23 now.
Oh, some garages say 23 rand 1 cent. Some say 23 rand 33 cents.
I'll take the one with the 1 cent. Eh?
That 1 cent does a lot. Eh?
It does. How did we get here as a country? How did we get here?
Look at it. Things are normal now. Diesel's much cheaper than petrol again. But petrol's still expensive.
It is. But that's different another day. So you get to S.O.S Deep.
I get to S.O.S Deep.
Yeah.
And then with S.O.S Deep, I can't even change my name. And I feel like I will never change my name because it is my name.
It is your name.
And also because I have an EP out and I'm working on a new one at the moment.
He's working on an EP. Yay!
Yes.
Yay!
And
It's hard, eh?
It's powerful, this one.
It's powerful. This one. Okay, take me through the process of. So okay, we've talked about you learning how to DJ.
Yeah.
The producing part. When did that start?
Oh, that started when I finished Rise.
Yeah.
I went back for the production course.
The production course.
Yeah.
Okay.
Learned nothing.
Learned nothing.
No.
Yeah, I'll take that up with Craig Green and be like, yo.
You can go. It's fine. I don't even think he remembers me. But personally, I learned nothing.
Is it?
I didn't.
Okay, so that's good feedback. So when you say nothing in the sense of what? The actual practical components or the business side of it? What part of it? Because that's why I want to pick your brain on production. The reason why I want to pick your brain on production is people make it big after all the research that I've done, not of just how well they perform, but how well they produce and perform what they produce. Every single massive DJ, like the names we were talking about, Hardwell, the Vici, Gerix, Martin Gerix. I call him Martin Gerix, not Martin. Yeah, Martin Gerix.
Not Garrix.
Garrix. Martin Gerix.
Just claiming you.
I'm just going Gerix. Way too much, you know. Garrix, Afrojack, Tiesto, Shimza, Coffee, Kent, all the big guys are producers and they quite good at it as well. Well, no, I wouldn't say quite good at it. I don't know. I don't know what measure of how good you are at it. But they always, like Martin just came out with a song like just the other day on Spotify. I'm like, how he has another song out. How this guy just keeps on going.
I haven't heard a Martin Garrix song in a very long time.
What?
Yeah.
You haven't subscribed to Martin Garrix. That's why.
So.
Yeah, because
Sorry, Martin.
Yeah, like you know, the day's gonna come when we have him on the show. The day's gonna come with him. What a Londa.
No, you see, when that day comes, like, hopefully we're like best friends and we've made a lot of music together. Hopefully.
But it's EDM your soul, so I don't know how that will.
We'll create a new genre. EDM soul.
How dope would that be? Playing a set with Martin Garrix and working with him. That
back
would
to
be,
back.
Imagine that. That would be
like,
that.
Let's say, let me think realistically. Like Tomorrowland.
Like a Tomorrowland set or the Empire State Building.
And we're doing a back to back. Yo.
Look, Garrix. This guy he's not even, he's about 26, 27.
He's still young.
He's 26, 27. This guy has been number one in the world how many times? 4 or 5 times now.
Yo.
I don't know how many times, but yo. He's doing well for himself. Eh?
When I grow up,
I want to be like him.
I want to be like him.
Yeah. He's younger than me, and when I'm saying when I okay, I remember at it was Ultra this one time, right? So I was backstage, and
was it Ultra Joburg or Cape Town?
Joburg.
Okay.
I was gonna fly to Cape Town just for.
It was expensive.
No. It's just forget about expenses. Think about just time.
Oh, just.
I must go to the airport, get on a flight, go there, land, go get accommodation, and then party all night, and then I must go back and sleep, wake up early in the morning, drive to the airport, fly back. It's inconvenience. I'll wait for you. It's like or S.O.S Deep Stadium. Like that's where.
Yeah, we're changing that. definitely changing that thing.
And when I saw him, I was upset.
Really? Why?
No, not at him.
Oh,
Like this guy is like he was 2021 at that time. I'm like, this can't be life. This can't be life. I was upset just a little bit, and then I got over myself because I'm a fan of his music.
at least you got over yourself.
What do you mean?
But hey, he loves this country, from what I've heard.
He loves this country.
Yeah, I remember when he was performing at Ultra.
Yeah.
And he was in the Cape Town one, and apparently he was just grooving in clubs that side.
Oh, that
Apparently.
it's probably on the long street. I'm sure he was.
Probably.
Yeah.
But apparently he was just grooving.
So here's a difference. Does he love Cape Town or does he love South Africa? Those are two different things.
Man, guys, we must stop doing this thing of separating Cape Town. Cape Town belongs to us. But
I think you can understand why people separate Cape Town from the rest of SA. It just runs different.
we say we're not going into politics. So, Cape Town,
It's South Africa.
sharp.
So he likes South Africa. He's busy grooving all the time.
Yeah.
But I'm saying it was just that professional envy. It was like, guys, 21. He's already the best in the world at what he does. Already the best in the world, according to DJ Mag. Some people poo-poo that ranking. I don't know why, but he's recognized as the number one DJ in the world currently and back then. And I'm like, number one in the world. He's not 21.
Anyways.
Let's see. Anyway, so production, yeah.
Yes, I joined Rise, and personally, I feel like it was just the guy that I had as a mentor. We really didn't learn that much, or I didn't personally, because we're working on FL Studio.
Fruity Loops. Apparently, that is the cheat code.
That's the original name. They don't call it Fruity Loops no more. It's FL. Hey, people come after you.
If I say Fruity Loops.
Nah, I'm joking.
Oh, but like the logo is literally a fruit.
Still, yeah. Anyways.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's like you said, it's where many producers start off because it's easy to find the crack for that one.
Yeah.
I hope I don't get killed.
Find the crack for that one. Oh yeah, that version. Anyway,
that version of Fruity Loops, you don't buy it. But guys buy things.
Buy it. It's only 1,700, right? Buy the license.
You heard the man. But yes, we worked on Fruity Loops. And, at the time, I didn't quite have my sound in production. You know, it's very funny.
When your sound is like your style. Okay, yeah.
You know what's so funny? During my course of DJing and speaking to DJ and producers, apparently for people who start off as DJs, it's much harder for you to become a producer because as a DJ, you already have the sound of, okay, you want things to sound this way. So when you're producing, you can't get it to that because there's so many other things you have to do after you actually lay out the blueprint. And then for when it's reversed, where it's now, if you produced first, you want a DJ, your set won't sound as nice as a person who started off as DJ. That's the conversation I have with people. And I did quite experience that, where I never found my sound because I was always trying to replicate someone else's sound. And obviously, you can't do that.
Yeah, you can't.
So then, I just spent the year at Rise production course and gather whatever I need to gather, and then went home. If I didn't understand something, just YouTube it. And then I remember I used to also like search how to produce deep house like Magma. And you get those guys who take you step by step.
Yeah,
and eventually I got the hang of it.
And then they also sell you the stems, right?
Stems,
yeah.
all of
What
that.
does STEM stand for?
You?
Or does it stand for anything, or is it just called stems?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I feel like everyone just knows, okay, stems. You know, when I send you stems, and just like, okay, no, I
Because when I
understand.
first heard of STEMs, I'm like, what is STEM? Like, because I know STEM is science, technology, economics, and mathematics. I just know them as that.
Honestly, I don't know what STEM stands for.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a meaning behind it or if it's just like,
It's just one of those things.
yeah, it's just one of those things where as artists we just say stems and we all understand, oh,
Yeah.
stems.
All right.
So I used to do that. And then I remember when I finished my first ever track, it was garbage.
Are you being hard on yourself, or was it actually garbage?
It was terrible.
Yeah.
Even me, I feel like right now, if I had to go back and find that song,
Yeah.
I would do much better in terms
Yeah.
of like remixing it. So, yeah, I feel like I spent 2 or 3 years just getting the groove of actually producing. And then I joined my varsity,
Yeah.
ASE, and I got introduced to different.
So it doesn't actually mean, it doesn't stand for anything. It's just known as,
But ASE,
stereo recordings, So
oh,
here,
you searched it?
I'm searching for it right now. Stems are stereo recordings sourced from mixes of multiple individual tracks such as drums, vocals, and bass. It doesn't actually like stand for anything.
So
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right, fine. I'll take it. So your first song was garbage, as it should be.
yeah, it was garbage. I'm not being hard on myself.
Bruh.
Like it was. I wouldn't even play it.
You wouldn't even play it.
Nah.
I think you should just do like a throwback Thursday when you're playing it, just play that song.
And be like, yo, this is where I started.
Uh-huh.
And I play what I finished now.
Yeah, exactly. Started from the bottom.
Now
we're here. Yes, yeah, Pizu. Mm-hmm.
That's all we're going. Just going to the top.
Yeah, yeah.
Never looking down.
Yeah, yeah.
So, I got to ASE, which is my varsity,
Mm-hmm.
and I got introduced to a whole lot of different DAWs. And
DAWs.
so, for people who don't understand what DAW is, it's the software you use to produce, edit, make music, basically.
Fruity Loops.
So, Fruity Loops, Pro Tools, Cubase, Ableton,
Logic. Which is the best? I know this might be a tough question to answer, but which is like the best one? Or does it depend on your level of understanding?
I guess it depends in terms of what you want to do.
Yeah.
So, for live performers,
Yeah.
such like for people like Ryan Megatroid
Mm-hmm.
and Stimming,
Yeah.
apparently Ableton's the best.
Yeah.
And then if you wanna if you want to mix and master and recording instruments, apparently Pro Tools is the best.
Yeah.
Fruity Loops.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Fruity Loops is a great place to start. I have no issue with Fruity Loops. I still use Fruity Loops till this day.
Yeah.
Trying to get away from it
Why are you trying to get away from it?
because I found out that my sound, the sound I have right now,
Yeah, yeah.
actually works out very well on Ableton.
On Ableton.
So
Okay.
I'm trying to go into Ableton.
Oh, okay. So what about the Logic's Pro? Is that another one?
Well, I was with one of my friends this past weekend, and they asked me, "What do I use?" And then they're like, they don't see me as a Logic person. And I'm
What
like,
does that mean?
why? And they're like, because you don't see you as a person who plays instruments, which is true. I don't know how to play any instruments.
Okay.
I know how to fuck around and make terrible sounds with them, but I don't know. How
So
to
like actually like play an instrument,
No.
like guitar, or is that what they mean? That
yeah, like
okay.
being a muso.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not that person. Apparently, Logic is actually built for those set of people, from what I've heard.
Is it?
So I'm not quite too sure. I don't have all the answers, guys.
Okay. I thought you did, but that's why we brought you on. I thought you had all of the answers.
I had all the answers. Hey, I'd be
You'd
very
be
far.
out of here. You'd be
Yo.
with Martin Garrix right now.
Yeah, exactly. Probably like drinking whatever beers they drink that side.
I don't know. I must ask them. I must go on Instagram and ask them.
You must ask him.
No, nice. I'm
You
gonna
must ask him.
Yeah.
And you must fly us out.
It was flies out there.
Me, you,
What?
make your own plan.
Make my own plan.
Yeah.
It's fine. You know who I'd start with. I'd start off with Hardwell.
Really?
If I could start touring with someone first,
Hardwell.
I'd start with Hardwell. Because what he did on Spaceman was just crazy, man. Like
My thing is, you I'm so into EDM,
Yeah,
but you play Afrotech.
yeah.
Why don't you just play EDM? Oh. Actually, let me ask this then.
Yeah.
If you had to go into production,
Yeah.
which you are going to,
Yeah.
what are you going to produce?
What am I going to produce? Afrotech. I'll tell you why. Because you can easily transition it to EDM. I found. Yeah, because I know Afrotech is my little knowledge on it. It's African-inspired techno. That's what I understand what Afrotech is, and there are so many sounds that, from an EDM perspective, an Afrotech perspective, that can sound similar, and even from the BPMs. I know Afrotech BPMs normally go from 121 to 125 ish.
Yeah, I think the slowest one will probably be like 120.
120. I know some go all the way down to 118. Yeah, I know, right? Some go all the way down to 118. And then I know EDM, like pure EDM, sounds like a Spaceman and
pure EDM is 126.
128. 128.
I'm saying the slowest is like
The
126.
slowest is 126, 125. So
I miss my days. Yo.
Ish.
When I was playing techno.
Sorry, I love that song to death. I would produce Afrotech and then not mess around, but also do like EDM. I'd do like an 80-20 type of thing.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'd do. I couldn't. Amapiano is fun. I mean, I love Amapiano. I like Amapiano. Do you want to know why I love Amapiano? Because I love Kwaito music. And this, for me, I see no difference between Amapiano and Kwaito. Now, instead of Kwaito being performed, Amapiano is being played. Yeah, because it's all the same thing. And then it's the same BPM. Almost every single one. Almost every single one is 112.
I feel like with me, and I feel like all my piano pieces are gonna come up.
We don't care.
But anyways, personally, this is for me.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's because I like deep house.
Yeah.
I prefer private school piano over the commercial piano. So the piano you find like TikTok and.
What do you mean private school? What do you mean?
Like the Calvin Momo, Gabakana.
Oh, okay, yes.
I prefer that type of piano.
Yeah. Because you're not, but by virtue of you saying deep house, you're not as commercial. You're not interested in hits.
No. No. I don't know if you can call it like the lounge,
the underground.
Yeah, that's me.
Okay.
I mean, commercial's nice. Yes.
No, it is. I mean,
it's nice. Yeah. But I'll play it for like when I see there's a bunch of women. No, because the women love the sing-alongs.
Yeah, well, they do. They do love sing-alongs.
So I'll play it like in that type of environment. But if it's an environment where I can see it's a purely deep house crowd,
sure,
just go underground and they will love it.
Yeah,
especially like if you're playing like the Stay True Sounds catalog. Yo, they go mad.
They go mad.
Yo,
yeah, you must put me on. Just for me to listen.
I'll send it to you.
Put me on.
And you know what, since we talk about Stay True Sounds, get funk. We need to talk.
Yeah.
No, like, we need to talk.
What are we talking about?
Hey, we need to talk. That's what I'm saying. Him and I, one day I'm going to see him.
You going to see him?
I'm going to be like, listen, my brother, I like what you're doing.
Yeah.
Because what he's doing for us as Deep House people is amazing. The fact that he's taking it international. Because obviously Deep House is never going to die. We all know that.
I don't know that.
Deep House will never die.
Why do you say Deep House will never die?
Because the majority of the genres that come out in SA are influenced by Deep House. Think about piano.
Yeah.
I remember I found, what was the song? I forgot the song. But there's a few songs that are, I don't want to call them remixes, but you can hear that, okay, no, this particular sound comes from this Deep House sound.
Yeah. Okay, so basically you're saying Deep House is like the foundation.
It's like the blueprint.
The blueprint, yeah.
And
okay.
then you just add in your other extras on top of that.
Oh, okay, I see. I'll try play Deep House and see how far I go, but I just know it's not necessarily my thing. Because I'll enjoy the high energy type things,
Which is very weird. Because didn't your brother also make Deep House at some point?
Can't remember.
Before he became Temba, he was euphonic.
Yeah,
Deep House.
that wasn't Deep House.
With Mikasa.
That was just that one part. That was just that one part. So he started off with hip hop. Funny story.
Oh, I know that.
I'm like, how did we? But I'm just going to clarify.
Mm.
I never really got into his music.
Yeah.
I liked his music. I never really got into. I think it's because of like bias, because like you know the person, like
you're just like
you're like when
no, I also get the same reaction.
people are like, oh, he's so great. I'm like, is he though?
Is he that great?
No.
Like no, I've seen that guy grow up. I don't know how he is.
I was shining palms cool. I never really, like, for me, I never really got into DJs and DJ music until it started with EDM in 2011. That's how it started. I was like, because I'm studying at university, and you need music to get you through the work.
Yeah, if it's not music, drugs. But
so I stayed away from the drugs.
Stay away from drugs.
I was like music. I was like music, right?
Music.
If music is the answer.
Especially S.O.S Deep music.
S.O.S Deep music, like unapologetically promoting himself. I like it. No, for me, it's like, I don't know. It only started with Armin van Buuren.
Okay.
State of Trance. Armin van Buuren. I was like, and how that happened is I was just looking at, and there was this one episode, not episode, it was like a platform called 8 Tracks.
Mm.
Yeah, 8 Tracks, right? Then I was just looking for mixes and EDM mixes. When I started hearing Levels and Avicii and Hardwell, and then I started listening to his podcast religiously, Armin van Buuren. And then it went to Avicii. Then I was just done. Then we went to Hardwell, and then with the SA guys, then it started off with Shimza, and then Black Coffee. Then I was like, then I started the appreciation for DJs. Yeah,
we're not going into that because every time you and I speak about this,
what
the whole, who do you think is better?
We're gonna get into that, and I think it's a very useless argument. I think it's a useless argument to have.
It is very useless.
It's a very useless argument. It's a very. I'll tell you why. Because those arguments are fun to have. They're fun to have, but they're useless because this is music. This is not football or tennis or cricket or rugby, where the things are fixed. You just know, but like music is subjective. So there's no ways you can say one is better than another. No way you can definitively say it. I say it to be inflammatory. I'm my pepanda when it comes to this thing. I'm like the days when it comes to these arguments, because you get the people who are so passionate about their people that you can't tell them anything else. Yeah, you go to a Black Coffee fan and you say just to mess them, like say
Shimza's better.
Or you go to a Shimza fan and you say Black Coffee is better. Or you say like, no, Prince KB is my guy, to a Black Coffee fan or to a Shimza fan or to another fan, and then
they just look at you and be like,
yeah, who's this guy? They literally want to beat you up, but then I'm like, why? Because that's just my opinion. But like, I don't think you can say one person is better than another.
And I feel like that's what many people actually need to understand.
They need to stop it. I think it honestly needs to stop, because
like, even with, I remember when I was like performing a lot before COVID, and people come to me and be like, "Oh, do you think you're better than Mangma?"
Yeah.
And I'm just like, no, listen, right? As an artist and a performer, I have my own style of performing. Someone else has their own style of performing.
Yeah.
I will never come and say I'm better than someone else.
Exactly.
Sharp, we're in the same industry. We respect each other. But there's no one better than anyone. We're all doing our own thing, and we love doing what we're doing.
Exactly. Everyone must just really do their own thing.
Exactly.
I think it's, and I used to also be like that, but then the more I thought about it, the more I was like deeply thinking about it. You can never say, and this is art. Art is more subjective than it is objective. Obviously, you can, for things that you can actually like count, like streams or number one hits, or that's that you can count.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like that you can count. Because if I come and I say from a numbers perspective,
Who's better?
Eminem is the greatest rapper of all time.
Because you're looking at the numbers.
I'm
now.
looking at numbers now. I'm looking at accolades. I'm looking at Oscars. I'm looking at numbers.
But
I can't
now-
want to say Eminem's better.
But now, without the numbers, it's just a
Now,
personal thing.
Now it's a personal thing.
You actually listen to music, you might just be like, okay, no, but his numbers are good, but he's not that great for me,
Exactly.
you know? And you might say, okay, no, like, what can I bring into this? Let's say like 50 cents,
Yeah.
right? You might prefer Eminem, and
Yeah.
I prefer 50 cents.
Yeah.
And like you said now, Eminem has a bigger streaming amount,
Yeah.
right? Than 50 cents. I'm not saying that's accurate, just examples.
Examples are being used.
Right. But to me, 50 Cent will always be my goat
Yeah.
because I actually enjoy his music.
Exactly. Yeah, well,
But people don't understand that. They just want to hear.
they just
oh,
want.
no,
They want to fight.
They want to fight.
For no
That's
reason.
me. They just
They,
want to
they
fight.
just want to fight. There's no everyone. I think everyone is. I think across the world, everybody's just doing their own thing. But back to what I was highlighting, I'm just highlighting my journey as it relates to relating to the DJs. For me, it started with Owen Finpure, then Martin Garrix, and then Avicii. And then Avicii, for me, Avicii is my goat. Like he's my goat. No DJ I feel was bigger than him. He was never number one, but no one can actually tell me that anyone was bigger than Avicii in terms of.
That's your personal preference.
That's my
And
personal
There's
preference.
nothing wrong with that.
And there's nothing wrong with that. So don't come for me and fight with me just
Oh,
because I'm saying that.
Now people must
And-
post on Twitter saying, hey, bang, man. James is saying this and this. No, man.
I'm not on Twitter, so I don't care. I don't care.
I feel like if I
I've
do
got,
check now,
I've got a Twitter account, but I'm not active as much on there because it's just like can be like a cesspool of
that's really the same with me. I have it.
yeah.
And I feel like I only check this thing like maybe after 6 months. Literally.
After 6 months, that's
After
it.
6 months, I'll be like, boom, let's see what's going on.
Yeah, yeah.
And I only check, this might sound dark,
Mm-hmm.
but I'll check like to confirm if an artist has actually died.
Well, it's actually true. Like when AKA died, I was like,
I went to Twitter to confirm.
I remember that day. I was very sad. I was very sad.
I feel like everyone was sad.
I loved AKA's music and his
Same.
performance. Like he's the best live rapping performer for me because he gave so much into his performance. Like anyway, so then I was like watching DJ Kent do his thing because I wanted to understand how he does it. I wanted to understand how this guy does
How
it.
he
now.
mixes.
How he mixes.
So this I don't understand.
Because remember, I've never been a fan of these guys until like recently.
Mm.
Yeah, remember. So then I'm like, okay, now I just want to like pick this up and understand this. Everything's just seamless. Like it's just like I'm like, this has to be pre-recorded, but it's not. But it's not. He doesn't even use record box. He doesn't use record box.
I also don't.
Yeah, you don't.
And
Some of us were taught that.
You know, like I've been getting so many people forcing me to use record box. Guys, leave me alone. Like I will join when I want to join.
You'll join the cult when you want
Like,
to join the cult.
I'll join when I'm fine. Me, I like using my ears.
Yeah,
I was trained to use my
your
ears.
ears by from a very young age. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I
but
don't
like-
have to see the waveform and what.
Exactly. Yeah, but anyway, Kent was born with different ears than everybody else.
I just feel like one day when you must have a show with them
Yeah.
and you must call me, I'm just gonna bring a whole list of questions and be like, "Aye,
And I'll do that. And I'll do that, just
we need answers."
I need answers. I really need answers because, like, I know for a fact that if I was to have an event, and this is the question I'm going to ask you now, you're having an event, your primary objective is to get as many people there and make sure that they have a great time.
Mm.
What is your list of 10 DJs that you would put on? You can't put yourself there. You
So
can't
I'm just working.
like you're the organizer, which is something that you should also venture into, having your own events and putting us.
I have trauma from that. But that's how you are.
What happened?
Yo,
What
I
happened?
have trauma from that.
Hey, bakuvurwa out here.
But I told you about this though. When we were at Afrobeats,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
told you how much I lost from hosting that one event.
I can't remember. Please recall the story.
So it was my 17th birthday,
Yeah, yeah.
and I decided to be nice and bougie and host a party in a club. I'm not gonna mention the club's name, right?
Mistake number one.
But
Yeah.
right, spoke to the manager and everything was sorted. First mistake, this guy forgot that I booked the venue for the first.
How do you forget?
Don't know. Because I rocked up to prepare for everything. And he was like, no, we never booked you. And I was like, yo, I spoke to you literally on Thursday.
Sure.
So he's like, okay, you know what, let's move it to the 8th.
Yeah.
Great. We moved it to the 8th. And then we get there, there's no one. Apparently the club only opens at 8 o'clock.
Okay.
And all my people are there waiting. They got there at 7 and 6. And they're waiting. So then, sharp, everything starts running. Me, I'm busy running up and down.
Yeah.
And then perform. Great. Afterwards, that night I made, from ticket sales, I made 21K.
Sure. How much did you lose?
All of it.
You lost 21K.
21K.
So it cost you 21K.
Basically. And I was supposed to get a percentage from the bar. Never got that.
Why didn't you get a percentage from the bar?
The manager was just like, no, we have to pay staff and what. And the agreement was that.
Did you have it on contract?
We did.
So you broke the agreement.
He broke the agreement.
Why didn't you take him to court?
I was young.
You weren't even 18 yet.
I was 17 back then.
Yeah, so I think you need to be 18 to sign a legally binding contract.
I had one of my friends, I don't want to say his name, but I had him with me.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
He was like way above age.
Oh, okay.
So he basically signed for me.
Oh, okay.
So then, yeah, I lost 21K.
So you didn't lose anything. You just didn't make a cent.
Basically.
That's a good night. That's a good night. No, because you easily could have lost. Like, easily could have.
Ish.
That's what you're gonna say. So you have trauma.
I have trauma, but no, I'm actually like
telling you, hosting, because I was doing research. I was like, okay, so how do you make money as a DJ? I was just
doing events.
Yeah,
and you book the people who you want to book. No, what am I saying? You book the people who you want to play for.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, and then how much do you pay them?
Their fee. No, because if you want them to pay your fee, you pay them their fee. If I'm charging you 100K now,
I was going to This guy charges 100,000 and you give him 5,000. Imagine that.
Some guy is 6 years corona.
And I'll pay you with exposure. Does that still happen today?
If you ever book me and you say I'm gonna pay with exposure, I'm gonna swear at you. Fuck that. I'm gonna swear at you. You understand? There isn't. Okay, let me not say there's no such thing as exposure. Eh? You as a person who's running an event, you're not known by anyone.
Yeah.
And you come to me and you say you're gonna give me exposure.
Yeah.
No. If I'm playing for, let's say, an event like Ultra,
yeah,
or Coachella,
yeah,
and they're not paying me, and they say we'll give you exposure, that I can understand.
Yeah.
Because now people be like, wow,
yeah,
you got to play on those stages.
Yeah.
Why did they book you?
Yeah.
But if you're just some person hosting it
wherever,
somewhere in Randburg, and you say exposure,
every event organizer in Randburg, don't book this guy. He just try. Don't book him. No, but I get you.
Book me, you make money.
Yeah. So I didn't know that that's still happened.
It still happens, and
they're not going to give you at least a bar tab or seating, right? Or preference. Like, do they give you some form of?
They don't give you anything. Well, some of them don't give you anything. Some of them will actually be like, you know what, we'll cover your drinks, and if you want to order food, we'll cover that food. Right?
I think
for me,
fair.
It's fair, right?
Well, not all the time. No, that's not all the time.
With me, I would accept that if you want to see me perform and see how I carry your vision in the club. Let's say I'm performing there for the first time ever.
Yeah.
I'll accept that.
Yeah.
Second time you book me, I'm expecting payment now.
Yeah.
Because you're booking me back for a reason.
Yeah.
So now it's a thing of, okay, let's talk money now.
Yeah.
And not, hey, my 6 corona, my ribs. Sharp.
Nothing wrong with ribs, though.
Nothing wrong with ribs. I love ribs. But ribs does not go into my petrol.
It doesn't. It
doesn't pay rent.
It doesn't pay rent.
So
It doesn't pay your license fee for your production stuff.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
So first time round, sharp, you can negotiate something. Second time round,
I can't sort out Wi-Fi with ribs, can I?
can't. Imagine going to
Everywhere
M-Web
still everywhere.
and
Let's
saying,
say, "Nah,
"Hey,
what
number
ribs?"
ribs. Give me my unlimited
Data.
It doesn't work that way. So
So
first
have you
time,
ever been exploited as an artist?
exploited.
And not say that if someone was like you were doing each other favors. That's a different thing. A scenario being, let's say I have an event, and then I'm saying I'm starting out with this event. I'm trying to build the exposure. You can bring your people. I'll give you a small bar tab and we'll cover your food. We're just starting out. So like, you and I are mates. And if whatever I make from ticket sales or percentage from the bar, whatever I get from there, and I can pay maybe like 5,000 rand or whatever, then I will do that. Subject to that. That is a favor. I see it like as a family situation. Exploitation is, you know, this person can pay you. You know that you're going to be bringing them in revenue. They still don't give you any benefits whatsoever. Have you faced that exploitation?
Yes, I have. Yo, this is a
Deep story, yes. It's in your name. It's deep. Yeah, that's again.
man, it's not that deep.
That's again.
It's not that deep, this one.
Oh, it's not that
So-
deep for sure.
It was 20. I think this was just when I finished Rise.
Yeah.
You get that year actually. But anyways, there was a place in fourways, Pine
Sure.
Slopes. It was called JYNX, and I got to meet the organizers of events there through a friend of mine.
Mm.
And they took me in. They were like, "Okay, let's see how you play, and we'll talk from there." Got there, played. They were like, "Sharp, we're hosting an event the coming weekend." That same weekend, I was performing in another event. It was called Liddy Street.
Mm.
What I did was, I took half of that party.
Yeah.
We all Ubered
Uh-huh.
to fourways.
Yeah.
It's even that post that I posted on my TikTok where I said this is how it started
Yeah.
and this is how it is now. That exact video was at night. All those people that you see,
Yeah.
I took them from that party, brought them there.
Yeah.
Right?
Obviously with your money and your time.
Not with my money. Like, we all spoke about it. I was like, "Hey guys, there's a better groove. Let's go."
Okay.
We all went. And then I performed, and then those guys, what they did is they would take whatever amount they made at the door
Mm-hmm.
and split it amongst all of us.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "Okay, sharp." On different nights, depending on the night, some nights I'll get like maybe 600 rand. Some nights I'll get like 2,000 rand.
Yeah.
Just goes with the night. Then that place got bought out
Okay.
by one of the guys who was running it.
Sure.
And then he switched it and became, I'm not saying the name, but it
Yeah,
became
yeah.
people
Whatever
know
it is.
that place. Imagine going from playing for 600 rand to almost 2K to only getting 250 every weekend. Meanwhile, they were able to fly out international artists,
Uh-huh.
pay for the accommodation,
Uh-huh.
but you as a resident DJ, you're getting 250.
250. 250. Hy is net 350 Hy is net grand.
And you know what I had to do?
250.
250
250.
an hour.
250.
So
So wait. I'm not saying anything's wrong with getting 250 muscle card, but you were being paid what, 2,000
I was
before?
being paid 2,000 before.
Is that per hour, per night?
That was per hour,
Per hour,
right? Depending on the night.
depending on that. Okay, so we
Right.
2,000. Then you went.
2,000.
So then someone bought the place out.
So the guy who, because it was two of them,
Yeah,
right? So they were just hosting events at this place.
sure.
And the one guy
Yeah,
made up enough money, bought the place.
yeah.
Then him and his family
Yeah,
ran the place now.
sure.
All the resident DJs got paid
250.
250. And that time I was not driving, I had to Uber. And from where I
So
stay.
you made 0 rand,
I
like
make 50 rand.
50 rand. Now that's my, like, what do you do with 50 rand? It's like a
Exactly.
packet of whispers.
Exactly. So what I had to do during those times is actually, I was still in high school, so I'll take my pocket money
Yeah.
and not spend it because I knew, okay, Saturday I have to use an Uber to go to those gigs.
And then when did they pay you? On time.
They paid on time.
But they were paid 250.
250.
Why would they pay you 250?
Don't know.
You don't know. You didn't know. You didn't ask.
Never asked.
Why?
Hey, I don't know.
Again, you're young.
I was young,
Yeah,
but like,
okay, so can someone try? Can someone try pull that stunt with you today?
Oh, now?
Yeah.
No.
You should see your face by now.
And here's the thing.
You think you can do this to me? You
Here's the thing. I literally, in a sense, I thank COVID
Yeah.
because it literally opened people's eyes, like, especially in the entertainment industry. Like,
Yeah.
before, if you look at, like, the likes of, can I say their names?
That's up to you.
Hey, let me say their names.
Yeah.
The likes of Chanda Monkey,
Yeah.
Carl Cassim, Austin Cassim.
Yeah.
Right. From what I remember back then, they would charge like maybe 10K
Sure.
to perform.
Yeah.
Right. Now they're charging like 40, 50K to perform.
Yeah.
Because, and also that, I remember I was speaking to my friend, son of Dennis.
So how did they go from 10 to 40, 50?
The brand grew, and obviously, in a sense, it opened up doors for us upcoming DJs to also charge more.
Yeah.
So now, for me, I can go to someone and be like, I've played here and here and here and here.
Mm-hmm.
This is how much I charge.
Yeah.
Whether you take it is up to you.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I'm not gonna fight with the promoter and be like, "Oh, book me, what?" No, like if you want me for a reason.
Yeah.
And obviously, there'll be some events where I actually approach them.
Mm.
They say no, they say no. Man, when I'm big,
Exactly.
they will be the ones calling me saying, "Hey, Papa, remember that time when you wanted to perform?"
Hey, Mr. SOS,
We have a slot for
we'll
you.
pay you your fee.
I'll charge them double.
Charge them double. I wouldn't charge them double.
What would you do? Triple.
Triple.
What do you do?
I'd charge them the same.
The same.
Yeah.
Just standard fee.
I'd charge them standard fee and I want percentage from the bar and ticket sales.
Oof. Oh, you're going in hard. Moose.
Oh, yeah.
You're taking all their money.
I'm not taking. I said a percentage. I'm not saying the percentage. You pay me my fee, and a percentage. I believe in equity and then a standard fee.
Okay. No.
I believe in if someone was to say, let's give you 10% of an event fee, 10% of the ticket sales and 10% of all the bar sales, I'm going for the 10% all day. Then for my standard fee. Obviously, it depends on context.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Again, I don't know anything, but that's just what my thinking is.
coming back to whole being exploited and all, there's many people who've tried.
They tried. They tried you.
They've tried. Like they've said, like, you know what, no, we don't have that amount,
Yeah.
and big man, it's not even like a huge amount,
Mm.
right? They'll be like, no, we'll cover like your drinks. So what if now I say I want an Azul? And we already know in the
I
club
want
that
Johnny
thing,
Walker.
I want Johnny Walker, and then we already know that thing's like plus 4 something K. We already know that.
Are they gonna pay you? They give you that?
So how are you able to give me that, but not just pay me my 4.5 or my
I don't know.
5K?
I don't know. You know, next I want to bring in just pure event organizers on the show, just so I can ask these questions.
I think I want to be there. Because the one question I want to ask
Who do you
is,
want to ask?
why do you event organizers treat their resident DJs badly?
Do they? Like all of them?
Remember, I said I got paid 250.
Okay.
250.
Yeah.
I'm the guy when there's no headliner.
Yeah.
I'm the guy who's keeping your party going.
Yeah.
For me and other people.
Yeah.
We're the ones keeping your party going.
Sure.
Why do we get treated so badly?
I think they're familiar with you now. I think maybe it's a familiarity thing.
Doesn't make any sense though. Because
I don't know.
it's like working at like any company.
Yeah.
And then your boss says, "Oh no, because now you and I are pinches, I'm gonna take."
That is a very good point.
You see,
that is a very good point. I don't know. I'll ask them.
Please.
I'm S.O.S Deep has the question: why are resident DJs treated like 3/5 of a human being?
Yeah, like we the ones who keep your business running when you don't bring someone else?
I see.
Why do we get treated so bad?
Is it?
That's one question I want to ask.
Okay, I'll ask.
But other questions, but you'll call me that day. I'll be here.
Yeah, just don't come with like your blades and your guns and all
Oh,
that.
no. Guys, there's no violence
There's
here.
no violence here.
No. It's just honest questions. They'll answer.
Uh-huh.
If we like them, we'll tell them sharp. If we don't like them, we'll talk more
Arrocha.
about it.
Okay. So so somebody comes to you, S.O.S Deep, and then they say to you, I want to start off as a DJ producer. What is the blueprint that you'd share for them? Also, given that you, I would say, are still quite early in the journey. Yeah, because you're still quite early in the journny.
Yeah.
Until you have a stadium rebranded to your name, you're still early.
Still
Literally.
early.
You're still early. So like what like they start, because a lot of people have found, I don't know why they're afraid to say they want to go DJ, they want to go produce. Why does it go do it? Why? I don't know why people are afraid. But what is your advice to someone who's 15, 16, 17, or maybe even 35 or 40? They say, I want to start DJing and producing.
First thing I'll ask them is why.
Yeah.
Because that's very important. If you're doing it for the fact that you're seeing that, okay, people are having, they're eating nice, there's money, you're doing it for the wrong reasons.
You hope there's money.
Obviously, you hope there's money. No, like, guys, we don't do things for free.
No.
But there has to be love behind what you want to do. Because you, as an artist, it doesn't matter if you're a painter, a dancer, if you're doing what you love, it connects with people.
Sure.
But now if you're just doing it for the sake of money, people can see that. You know? So I'll ask them, like, what are you doing this for? What's your reason behind it?
Yeah.
Based off the question, we talk further.
Next.
But let's say they say for love of music. I would say, if you're a DJ, just go to events and if you can, go behind the decks and just watch the person DJing. So you can actually feel, okay, no, this is the type of energy that's being projected here. This is how I control a crowd. You know, just go to different events and see, okay, no, when I'm playing here, I'll play this and this and this and this. Then you find your particular sound that you want to play.
Sure.
Then from there, that's when you're like, okay, sharp.
Yeah.
I'm going to work on this.
Yeah.
Find a friend, go to a school.
Sure.
Where you get taught how to actually mix all of that.
Yeah.
And then find your brand. And then you run with it. Then you obviously market yourself from there. Get your first performance. Yeah.
Sure.
And then in terms of production.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And by the way, if you're watching a DJ play and they've got the sync button on, nothing wrong with that. I know you have a problem with it. I know you do.
Listen,
I know you do. You've got a problem with that.
I have a problem with it. I won't even lie. Right? But I will never look down on anyone that does it.
Is it? Why?
Because you're not me. I'll never look down. Like,
you'll never look down.
For me personally,
yeah,
I don't touch the button.
Sure.
Right? If I'm in a situation where I have to, I'll do it.
Sure.
But I'll never touch the button because of how obviously I was taught to DJ.
Yeah.
If you're taught to DJ with sync, you will play with sync.
Yeah.
If you're just taught to use your ears, you will use your ears.
Yeah.
If you're taught to look at the BPM, that's how you work.
Yeah.
For me personally,
use your ears.
I use my ears.
Yeah.
Sync. Just do what you want to do, honestly.
Remember there was a meme. Remember when Elon Musk bought Twitter? Yeah. Then a lot of memes started circulating. For example, like he bought Twitter to remove censorship or something like that. And he tweeted that. And some people started photoshopping that tweet and they made it different. They're like saying, next, I'm going to buy Man United so I can fire this person. I'm going to buy this team. And then there was one tweet today who said, next, I'm buying Pioneer so I can remove the sync button. Oh man. Anyway, that's a story for another day with the sync. I wasn't taught to use sync. I was taught to
play properly. Okay, let me not say that. I apologize. I take that back.
He said it. No, he doesn't take it back.
I take it back.
He meant it. He meant it, guys. He meant it. Tim, oh yeah.
I'm so
No, he's not. No, yeah, like you're more of a purist at heart, so that's fine. I was taught with to.
You were taught by Podi, ne?
No, Podi didn't teach me.
Who taught you?
What do you mean? Who teach me?
The DJ.
YouTube guy. I mean,
YouTube guy.
the YouTube, bro. No. So taught. It started with Neil Hunter.
YouTube.
No.
Oh,
Hunter.
Neil.
Neil Hunter.
Oh, okay.
Neil Hunter.
Yeah.
So started with Neil. Then Puri didn't want to teach me. I don't know why.
He was scared.
Yeah. And then
You heard, ne? He said it.
Yeah,
it.
obviously I'm messing around with the guy. And then was another mentor. His name is TK, I think. His name is TK.
TK.
I know he loved Alice in Wonderland. I can't remember his exact name, but like TK as well.
TK.
And then
Short guy. Black, always wears a cap.
Yeah. I don't know if he wore a cap. He was a dancer as well. I think I can't remember. Yeah, like hip hop dancing. I can't remember his name. Okay, let me just say I can't remember his name.
The TK I had, his stage name was Stallion.
I can't remember it. I honestly can't remember it. I mean,
Cool guy.
Yeah, I can't remember. Cool. So like he was the one teaching, and then Puri didn't teach me. He did one of the final assessments. Right. But then for me to like hype up his name, like it's my mentor. Yeah. It's like that was a dope set. Yeah, he was my mentor.
He's my mentor.
Guarantee. I was like, no, and I kept asking, do you know what? Because he's the Afrotech guy. I'm like, teach me. Hey, ha. Hey. Anyway, and then I had
I saw he was busy teaching mainly piano.
You see why I say he's a sellout. But anyway, then Beds and Terrace taught me a few things. You don't know who it is? I hate when you don't know. He's a very talented guy. I'll show you. Beds and Terrace taught me a few things. Then the rest, I was like practicing, and then I was watching. I was like, okay, so how would Shimza do this? I was like, how would Shimza do this? How would Black Coffee do this? Well, park that question. We're gonna get to the question and answer session right now. Park that question. Then I did what you said the young guys would do. I would literally go to events. I'd watch Aiden K play. I'd watch Cairo play. Like all these events, I'd just watch and I'd go on YouTube. I'm like, oh, so this is how they play. And then I would be practicing every single week to see what the sound is like, because this is like a really fun thing. Something happens to yourself when you're playing music. Well, you know. So that's how I ended up picking up things. Yeah. So back to the production question.
Oh yes. So your production, I haven't been doing it for a long time.
Yeah.
Right. I feel like I just found my sound. So I don't have much to say about that, but all I can say is how I started out is I found different types of sounds from different genres that I want to actually combine.
Sure.
And I experimented a lot. And then eventually I found, okay, no, I like this. I'm going to keep that, take this out. And then one thing I actually want to do now is learn how to play piano.
I'm a piano.
Yo. Because that's
like,
the one.
I'm a piano or piano?
No, piano.
Oh, okay.
The civilized one. The suit and tie.
The suit and tie piano.
Yeah.
And not Lady Do, Devon Gogo. Bizu mama me azum. I couldn't believe that was an actual song. And you know what the worst thing about that song is? It's not the lyrics. It's not how good it is. It's the fact that I enjoy that song. I enjoy that song. Angang shy, yin. Wow. You know how ratchet that song? There's lyrics to the song. You know, it literally means, "Mom, Dad, come fetch me from a party because I am so
drunk as fuck." Climbing on tables with savannah on my head. Hey,
It's ratchet and I love it. Lady Do, thank you very much for that song. Devil Booker, thank you very much for that song. What?
That song did wonders, man.
Yeah, that song. Daggy. And it was on repeat on Spotify. It was one of my top 10 listened songs in 2021.
Yeah.
That song hits different. No John Wiggy. But anyway, it's
John Wick's a different one.
John Wiggy. 7 days near Wiggy.
Especially the beginning part. I feel like that's what catches everyone out.
Yay, that song. Yeah.
Production.
So you want to learn how to play the piano. Okay. Right.
I want to learn how to play piano, and I suggest people also do it because it helps you a lot on how to structure chords in actual song.
I see.
Because,
Okay, so that's why I've seen some people when they've got the entire studio set up here. That I've got when I just kitted up for our show. They've got like keyboards here. Is that why? I didn't understand why they did that.
Yeah, in a sense. Yeah, it's just to have, what can I say? To have the human touch in your music.
Yeah.
Especially with the keys. Because us as South Africans now, one thing I've realized with Deep House, it's the keys that catch the people. Like the whole chord progression.
Yeah.
Especially like with the old house, where it was very instrumental.
Yeah.
That's house, So if you want to go into house or any genre, actually, just learn how to play piano. And I'm trying to do that now. What else? Just find your sound, enjoy it, or don't be afraid to release or send to people.
Don't be afraid to release.
I struggled with that for a long time.
Is it? Why?
Because
was it the entire imposter syndrome? Is it other people going to like it? Is it good?
It's the whole self-doubt thing, and it goes back to what I was saying about you being a DJ before producer.
Oh,
you have that in your head.
It's that
exactly in your head. You have that thing of shit.
Yeah,
I want this thing to sound exactly like this.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't sound like that, it sounds trash.
Yes.
So you just doubt yourself a lot.
I see.
So now, speaking to many of my production friends, they just say, no, not. Just release, send it to people, because you never know who will enjoy it if you don't send it out. So right now, that's what I've been doing, just sending it out and being more comfortable with actually performing my own stuff live for people.
Oh, okay. All right. No, that's good. So guys, if you want to be a DJ producer, just call S.O.S Deep. He'll show you how.
Guys, don't call me.
DM him.
Yeah.
Slide into the DMs.
Slide into the DMs. If you miss, you miss. But if you score, you score.
If you miss, you miss. Just act as if this is a penalty. Like,
isn't it though?
I don't know.
I'm the goalkeeper.
You're the goalkeeper.
I decide whether I want to allow that ball to go through or not.
You know the funny thing about sliding into people's DMs? Before I even do that, I must know who you are first.
Oh, face to face.
Yeah, first.
Yeah.
Then I'm not gonna just like slide into.
Just slide in and be like, hello, we met at wherever.
Yeah.
Exactly. Do you remember me?
You remember me? Yes, I remember you. Yeah, 100%.
Can I have your number now?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So okay. So then, sort of like a final question. We're probably going to go over just a note. When it hits 2:00, the lights are going to go off, but this is still running, so we can still carry on. If you're comfortable with that.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Don't worry. I'll just edit the video to make it seem like there's more light. Right. So with you have an event, right? You forget it. Like your genre is you want Afrotech and Deep House, right? Something similar to Afrobeats, something similar to Deep in the City, something similar to that. You are the organizer, right? Your primary objective is to get people dancing, get people at the bar, as many ticket sales as possible. You want as many girls in as possible because where the girls are, the gents follow. It's just...
And when the gents follow, the money follows.
Well, yeah. So that's just the economics of it.
Okay.
Now, and this is me staying away from the GOAT debate or greatest debate on who's better than who, because as we established, it's a useless argument to have. You have a lineup from 12 until 12, midday until midnight. Okay. And then after that, you put in people who just go into the night. But these are the people who are not really that established or known. So your entire objective is to make the money, bring the crowds in, and make sure people have a great time. So you've got about 12 slots.
Mm-hmm.
You've got about 12 slots. You can make it 10, and the other then two people have like 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
That's completely up to you. Who is on your lineup? And your headliner is the person you know is just going to rock everything. So who is on your lineup? I think that's a more constructive conversation to have. And this is according to S.O.S Deep.
And you said that the event is focused on Afro House, so Afrotech.
It's Afrotech,
Deep House.
Afrotech, Deep House. If you want to throw an Amapiano cat, then you can. I don't know why I call them Amapiano cats. They're just known like that in the streets.
And I can't put myself.
You can't put yourself. You're working.
I'm working.
You put yourself on after 12, but from 12 until 12.
Okay. Why can't I put myself?
You can put yourself after 12.
I was gonna say headliner is always. No, yeah. Let's be serious. Okay.
I know, because I know that's exactly what you're gonna do.
Let's be serious. Okay.
Yes. You're throwing an event called S.O.S Deep in the City. S.O.S Deep in the City.
Whatever it's called. S.O.S Land.
S.O.S Land. Yeah. There we go. S.O.S Land. Yeah.
Okay. I'll have 12 hours.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have a very progressive night. In fact, no, I'm not gonna name in order. I'm just gonna name people.
Just name people.
I'll put Pody.
Okay.
You.
Yeah.
Soups.
Yeah.
China Chameleon.
Yeah.
Garabo.
Yeah.
The Capo.
Yeah. The old black motion. Yeah.
But
ish.
Yeah, ish.
Ish.
I put Sanel.
Sanel. Yeah.
Sanel. I would put Funk.
Yeah.
I would put Son of Dennis.
Yeah. Yeah, the white boy. No, I'm joking. Yeah.
I would put
You've got 3 slots left, and one of them has to be the headliner. And the headliner is not your favorite, but the person who you know.
We'll just bring. Okay. Damn.
Mm-hmm.
DJ Bootley.
Mm-hmm. Got 2 more.
Tandy Dry.
Yeah.
I'll put Kent.
You put Kent. That's the one. That's the one.
Put Kent.
It's the headliner.
The headliner is somewhere there.
Some headliner is somewhere
there.
Somewhere there.
But yeah.
Okay.
That's my list.
That's a quite solid list. That's a very, very solid list.
That's a hectic power. Yo, that That's the event of the year.
That's the event of the year.
If I had 20 million right now,
yeah.
I'm taking donations, by the way.
Yeah, whatever. So, yeah.
Right?
Do you take Bitcoin? We'll send it.
Yes, I take Bitcoin. PayPal.
PayPal. Your all of.
Whatever. Just 20 million.
Yeah.
And I will host the best event ever.
Hopefully. Yeah, because you've learned from that atrocity when you were 17.
No, because there's so many great events that are happening right now.
A lot of them.
And I want to be part of them.
You are.
Guys,
cool.
Squeeze. Jacob. I said leave.
Yeah.
Squeeze.
I'm gonna call in Ashley. Bushims.
Oh yes.
I didn't know that's his name. He owes me a favor. Yeah.
It's always good to have those favors.
Yeah. Yeah, because I said, yo, let's do this. I was like, yeah, sure. So it's my favor. Okay. I'll get it one. Okay, so now we're at the point. Probably like 10 minutes from now, the lights will go on. But God, we'll carry on. Okay, so now you, S.O.S Deep, are asking me questions now. And you said you got gang questions to answer or to ask.
I lied.
You lied. You don't have another
But I have questions.
Yeah, sure.
So far,
yeah,
your journey.
Yeah.
How is it?
Which one? Or the DJ, the music
one.
journey.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. That's one thing I can say.
And how does the madam feel about it?
The madam was very interesting. So I'll go back to the beginning of how it started. Yeah? So it was end of 2020. Bear in mind that at this point I've been into like the house, listening to the house EDM for close to, it's like 9 years at this point. Remember, it started in 2011. Remember, I didn't rate anybody else before then. So then I'm like, it's quite nice. So then Beggs Interes, I don't know why you don't know him, but he's a very great guy, very great at what he does. I would say he must learn to DJ. I'm like, nah. I like listening to him. I want to play it. And he would say it so often, over and over and over again. And then everyone would say, not everyone, he would say, no, just try it out. I'm like, nah. So then 2020, when I think it was after COVID and it was hectic. COVID was like, moved a lot of people there. From with the work that I do, the books that I write, all of that. I just needed a mental break. I needed something to escape. I need to do something different. And I always wanted to learn the guitar. Bear in mind, I've done ballroom and Latin dancing before. I've was in the choir before. I was a fine artist in high school. I did the public speaking, all that. So the arts has been ingrained.
Just a culture person.
I'm a culture person. Yeah, I'm a culture person. Even writing is I'm a culture person. So I always like to see what's next. Try something else. Then I was at Deep in the City. I mean, I like groove. And
he didn't invite me. And this guy loves groove.
I love groove. I feel
this guy loves groove. Like, it's scary.
No, it's not scary. Don't do that.
And he doesn't call me anyway.
No, don't do that.
He has my number.
Don't do. I have your number now. All you knew existed last year.
He does not follow me on Instagram. I don't know why.
I do follow you on Instagram.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Anyways.
Now he's just playing around now. So I was at Deep in the City. And then I'm like, Yazin, I've been seeing all these things happen and people play. And I mean, I was like, these guys get paid for nothing. I was convinced that DJs get paid for nothing. They just do this, and then they go home. And there's some people who still like.
We're not talking about those ones.
We should talk about this. They're here. They're here. They've got sync on all the time.
Touching air.
All of the time. They're touching air. They've got pre-recorded mixes. Yo. I don't know who they are. I just heard of stories of them. So I was like, this may be a fun thing to do. So I say to my brother, when are we playing a set together? Just enjoy, because I need to do something with family. Because I mean, I've gone to church with my mom. I've sang with my sister. Like all these things. I'm like, let me play with this guy. He was like, go learn to DJ. I'm like, shit. I would say, let me teach you. He's like, go learn. I'm like, fine. So that's why I
come back when you know.
Which is a very fair thing.
It's a fair thing.
It's a very fair thing. I mean, like when you're selling out stadiums and someone says, "Hey, I want to play a set with you," what are you gonna say? I'm your friend, because like you've worked so hard to get yourself here. Now, just.
That's where entitlement comes from.
Yeah, everything earned, nothing given. I believe that everything earned, nothing
given.
Yeah. So I called Rise up, joined Rise, and then yeah.
No.
What?
Nothing. I said nothing.
Okay. So you reaching into your pocket and like, what's about to happen here, man? So I called Rise up, and then I started learning. And then I even got my own equipment, DJ 400s, nothing major. And then got studio time, and I started learning. And then the more I played, the more I realized it just gave me a break, like a mental break. And I was like, instead of nowadays you get to play music that you like listening to anyway. So then I had Aiden K on the show, and then I told him I'm about to finish, and he's like, "Oh, come play." I'm like, "Live performance now. Let's go play live."
Shaking.
Mina.
Nah,
I mean, I must.
You're so used to being a bedroom DJ.
Yeah, exactly. It's fun. Yeah. Then I go and I play. We played at Babylon, my first set there.
Was I there though?
You weren't there. I didn't.
Was it the one where they had the one stage outside by the bar and the main stage inside?
Yeah.
I was there. I played earlier.
I can't remember. I can't remember.
Babylon. Yeah, I was there. I was playing.
Which night? Which night in Babylon? It was in March sometime last year.
Yes.
Were you there?
I was there.
Okay.
But we didn't know each other then.
I didn't know, because I was on a 10.
Yeah, I left before that.
Yeah, you see now.
But you know how I am.
I went now.
My social batch is very,
very
limited.
So I played at 10, and then pure Rise fashion, I get there early. I get there like 8.
3 hours early.
No, but I got there like 8 so I can read everything and look at the equipment and whatnot, because this is my first one. So then and then before that, I'm in the studio like practicing like 6 hours before. I'm like, I need to go. So then I get my playlist ready, go and I play, and then I was like, okay, this is more of a white crowd, so I'm not gonna go too deep into the Afrotech, So then I play the Afrotech, and then I go back to my roots, EDM. Let's not get it twisted. EDM is
your roots.
Yeah. I played for an hour and a half because one DJ was late, 30 minutes late. So I played an hour and a half. Can these guys not be at dancing and having a great time? I'm like, how? Doing the job. They were doing the job. And the funny thing is, so the first experience was quite wild. Because I've always seen like other DJs I travel with, they go in the bag and entourage, and they get preferential treatment. Something I figure, I'm like, okay, I'm here to play. Oh, you're one of the DJs. I'm like, yes, I am. It's like,
you don't know who I am.
No, not even that. I'm like, that's weird. So that's weird to call that. So then I go, and then they're like, oh yeah, here's your bar tab. Bar tab? Me? I'm like, yeah, give me everything. No, it's limited. Okay, so it's so in pure fashion, I just get a Red Bull and a mix of water, and then I start.
That's what you need.
Yeah, that's Red Bull and water. Payday.
No, that's.
I want like a beer. From a champagne. I want mood. I want to rock.
I have no words.
Yeah, they get people like that. Like they buy the entire liquor stores as part of their rider. That's why it's tough for them.
There's a thing I want to say about that.
Yeah. Well, remember that. So then I start with the Afrotech, and then it's good. Yeah, then it's good. Then it's going. Then I'm like, okay, towards the end, a genre change. Like one of the weirdest things is people coming up to me like, yeah, shy. This is good. Yo, you killing it, man. I'm like, whoa. I had both Utaki and Abelum saying the same thing. I'm like, this is actually quite nice. I'm like, this was going nicely. The madam was there to watch as well. Just to watch and support a friend of mine as well. He was my best man at my wedding. He's like, yeah, I want to come to all of the gigs. I want to be that guy. He wants to be that guy that carries the bag, just because
the road manager.
The road manager. So I was like, towards the end, I was like dropping like mashups of levels and Hardwell, Spaceman, Animals, um,
Yeah.
like it was because I was taking the two like Afrotech and EDM and I was blending them. So then people were like, "Yo, what's your name?" I'm like, "Yeah, I don't know whether to use my stage name or my real name." I was like Jabul because that's my name, right? And Jabul, I'm like, "Oh, I'm Carl, bro. You're killing it." I'm like, wherever you are, just give me a sec. So Ukyle, I'm going mad. I don't know who it's not Kasim. It's a
Yeah,
Kyle.
bro, you're playing nicely.
No, it's like, yeah, bro, you're playing nicely.
Nicely.
Yeah. It's
The
not
north,
nicely. It's like,
the
you're
north
from
one.
the north, you should know. Exactly. So it was a lot of fun. I don't know which channel is where. And then obviously, I made the classic mistake, right? The classic mistake while I was playing Animals by Garrett's. The mistake I made.
Yo, don't tell me you pressed the wrong cue button.
I pressed the wrong cue button. I pressed the wrong. Can I press? And then madam was like, "How?" And then what happened? Press the wrong cue button. Start again.
Yeah.
Madam, in the so then I was forgiven for that. I was forgiven for.
We've all been there.
And that has happened to me only once, and it's not gonna happen again.
It's gonna come back. It's happened to me at least 3 times now.
The wrong.
To the point where I've learned how to make it look like I meant to do it.
Is it? Sure.
Just an effect.
That is
just play with it.
That is. It happens in practice, right? But when it happens live, I remember it happened to Put in and someone walked up and said, "Are you sure you're a DJ?" When it happened, I do not wish that upon anyone when that happens. And then I started again, and like they were feeling it, and then madam is trying to film me, and they were like, "Yep." That was so that I don't think I'll ever forget that night. And then a couple of weeks later, because I thought I was just playing for experience, till SMS notification, how? I'm like, I'm officially an artist, so he's paying me.
You got your first artist pay.
Hey.
What did
I buy? I put it towards equipment. Like that's what I did.
A true artist.
Put it towards
not like those ones who go buy Corona 10.
What am I gonna do with my Corona?
Hey, some people just sit and drink.
Yeah, like I'm at the stage in my life where I think I must quit alcohol permanently. Permanently.
If you're saying that, and you're much older than me. I'm there already.
Yeah, a lot of people are there because there's ultimately, I think it's a nice thing to do socially, but like, what benefit is there? There's time like for 3 months, I don't want anything that I consider a bit poisonous, alcohol or fizzy drinks, none. And what did I miss? There's nothing that you're missing.
And you know what's so funny? It's all in the mind.
There's nothing that you're missing. You'll be fine with just water and green tea. That's it. So that was fun. And then I played for him again. This time we were. Then the next one when I did was 4 hours. 4 hours. A corporate gig, yeah. A 4-hour corporate gig. Yeah?
We had to bring your own stuff and everything.
Yeah, I brought my own stuff. So then they paid for the sound. They paid me. I brought my own equipment. No, because it's the people I work with. So they no, listen. They were flying from Europe. They were visiting the country. It was like since you're doing this, you know how to do this. Can we just have a party for you? I'm like, sure. Four. So it was good. It was good. I went because I wanted to hear Afro. So I gave them Afrotech, and then towards the end, I'm like, let me give you your normal sound. And then the end, shining my piano.
But the last hour, you said piano.
No, the last hour. But then it was time for them to leave. So that was fun. That's when I realized I'm like, because like when you discount yourself because you make something harder in your head than you thought it was. DJing is not as hard as I thought it would be, but it's not as easy as I thought it would be. I thought Nina, you guys just come here.
And you know what's so weird?
And then you're done.
You know what's so weird?
What?
You're one of those people who sees it in reverse. Because people see the mixer.
Yeah.
And they're so many buttons. How do you guys know what to do?
Exactly, it's like a special.
Marawena, you
I was
say,
like, Nina, there's nothing you guys are doing. You play one song into the other song. How wrong was I? I was wrong. Hence, press the wrong cue button and see what happens. Hence, you instead of increasing the bass, you put in a filter. Hey, that's happened to you before. I know it has.
Everything. Listen, I've experienced everything wrong with being a DJ.
Play your set. Shy load shit. Shy, imagine.
Yo, I hate that.
Imagine. Now you need to wait for 10 seconds.
And you know, it happened to me at Truth.
At Truth?
But luckily, it was before my floor got full. It was like my first.
That night we were all there, or was it a different time?
No, but we were all there.
Oh, yeah.
So it was literally, I think, 15, not even 15, like 10 minutes into my set. I played like 2 songs. Load shedding.
Shy.
Hits. I'm waiting there. There was no one, it was just me. It was Naomi and my friends.
Sure.
I was just standing there. Comes back on. And I'm like, okay, Risa. Rock. To the point where I took out everyone from the inside, put them outside.
You have a tendency of doing stuff like that, man. You
people, you know, guys, no.
This guy was Afro-Pizza. The next thing, awesome God is playing. I'm like, hey, is this something, la? Yeah.
It's just me.
It's just me. I like you're one of those artists. Like I don't know how I do it. It just comes to me. Hey,
like
I don't do that.
When I play,
give us the secret sauce. Why do you know what the secret sauce is?
The secret sauce.
Yes.
Of S.O.S.
Yes.
I play how I feel during that day.
So if you feel angry,
I'm playing numbers. Yo. All of you will hate me. You will hate me. Why? Because everyone will be like, no, we want S.O.S Deep to come back.
Of course.
These other ones suck. What S.O.S Deep?
Don't do that. Don't do it. People won't book him like, he's on the line about some food. So that was cool. Then I went then Amazon. And then remember, I'm only like for Aiden, I was only playing like the opening sets. I'm starting out. Like I don't expect to
understandable. Yeah. Are we all there?
But like, I still consider myself an amateur.
More than amateur.
I know.
You're on semi-pro. You're not in FIFA.
Yeah, I know. On semi-pro, but you know, because I know what's out there. That's why I'm going to be like, I'm not going to.
You and I, semi-pro.
Professional.
No, legendary. Is Bull Coffee.
That's I don't even want to even go there.
Instead of to go to pro, let me say ledge. For now, semi-pro.
Yeah, sure. Ledge, I'm not sure if I want to be ledge because there's a lot that you have to give up to be ledge.
I've heard that, and I feel like it's one of those things that I must experience it myself in order to understand.
You'll see. You know, I want to bring a ledge to the show. Dino Bravo. I'm going to bring Dino on like next week, or not the week before. Ngletu Ashley, Ngletu Kent. For that, there's a lot you have to give up to be legendary.
You know, funny enough, I was at Tandy Dry's event recently.
Was that with Vanco? Was there?
Yes.
Yeah, I was sick that day.
Yes. Why were you sick? Anyways.
I didn't wake up and like, I didn't be sick today. It just happened.
Anyways, you drank Joburg water.
I did. It wasn't Joburg. It was hay fever. Change of season.
Yo. Hey.
Anyway, yeah. So how was that?
It was good. It was very good. It was cold, but yo.
Yeah, you see now I'm sick and I'm just going in the cold.
Yeah, it was too cold.
Yeah.
It was good. And then at the end of it, before I was leaving, one of the artists, one of the big artists, came. I'm not saying his name or her name, right? But they came to me, and it was me, Podi, and Tepang from Val.
The guy doesn't want to book me for
For
Ponteval. I'm holding it against him. Because
you spoke to him, ne?
Yeah, I spoke to him. He's like, yeah. That's how black people make excuses. Yeah. Right. Now I'm going like a pint now. Yeah, okay.
So, we were talking, and then this person was like, forget about the people at the top.
Yeah.
Because they're not going to help you. Rather focus on your pack right now and grow with them.
Yeah.
The big dogs will help you when you have value. a sense of,
Facts.
let's say you have a hit song and they want to join in.
Yeah.
That's when they'll help out.
Yeah.
Other than that, focus on your pack, meaning you and I, we
Yeah.
stick together, we have Pody and all of that, and we grow.
Yeah.
We're the top dogs. And
Yeah.
the people below us are now looking at us and saying, hey,
Still is fact.
squeeze.
I'm squeezing.
I'm squeezing. But no.
Okay.
So-
All right. Yeah. So I get you. To be you have to give in anything. In anything. Like in anything. You like. And sometimes you need to know when your limit is.
True.
You need to know what your limit is.
True.
My limit, I feel, is not legendary. That's for me. There's too much to give up to be like legendary.
Legendary.
That's an entire lifestyle on its own,
Mm.
and it's broken a lot of people, especially in entertainment. It's just I've seen it. I don't know. I'll see where it goes. But then there's
Like I said, I feel like I have to experience it in order to actually.
you'll see. No, you'll see. No, you'll see. You'll sit down again. When I get those guys, just be there just to listen.
I'm just in the corner.
Sit in the corner. I'll be like, yeah, this guy's the podcast producer. He's just here to make sure everything is running smoothly. That next, you're busy
I'm
listening.
busy taking notes.
Exactly. So, like with my goal with this is to play in Ibiza.
And that's, oh, you did say, and then after that, you're just like, yeah, I'm done.
Not necessarily to say it done. Now it's just like whenever.
Oh, it's just for fun.
It's just.
But you're still doing it for fun.
I'm still doing it for fun. It's going faster than I thought it would.
That's how it is.
It's going with.
But hey, it's literally, this is how the graph looks. It's just up, then
Yeah,
and up again.
The things you just need to be careful. I mean, like one guy who's doing it like nicely is Kent. Plays who he wants to play, plays when he wants to play. He's not like the full go. It's not like Gerix. It's not like Gerix. Gerix is like
Hey, that's a top dog.
that is the top dog. So it's really a lot of fun. And also I've got time, man. I've got time. I'm 32 now. I know you're like 23, 22. I've got time. I've got another 10, 20 years. I'm in no rush.
There's no rush.
There's really no rush.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then see if we can win a Grammy or what. I mean, that's the thing. But then still to that, if you're gonna do something, at least do it properly. I believe. Don't be a diva.
I'm gonna win a Grammy.
Of course, we'll win a Grammy.
hopefully these people don't block me out. But like, I'm gonna win a Grammy.
Lock you out.
Like, block me out of it.
Who's gonna block you out of it?
You know, sometimes you say things and then, someone out there just hates you for saying it.
Whatever, people are gonna hate you. Whatever you do.
That's the thing.
People are gonna hate you. Whatever you do. So if you're
listen.
waiting for validation from other people, then that's fine.
And I want those podcasts to be one of those podcasts that I play back in my big times, my legendary times. That I'm like, listen, guys, S.O.S Deep, multi-award-winning,
Grammy award-winning artist,
yes. Multi-billionaire businessman.
Basically, doing what Nati's doing now.
Yes, you see, my African brother.
Yeah, he's like, you know, it's like
that guy, he did the most first.
He did the most first. Back in 2020, I had a chance to have him on the show, but I wasn't ready for him. I wasn't ready for him. Mentally, I wasn't ready.
You know, I still to this day, I've never met him.
Never met him.
Mm-mm.
Most down to earth guy.
I've performed an event where he was performing,
but you've never met him.
I've never met him.
Coolest guy.
I remember back in those days when he was driving, he was rolling around in like that Hammer limousine.
Yeah.
That's the closest I've ever got to him.
Is it?
Just driving past that.
Coolest guy. What a coolest guy. I thought everybody loved him, but that's not the case.
Apparently not.
I didn't know why. I didn't, because I'm like,
but you know, there's always people who are just gonna hate you for nothing.
For nothing.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, all right. So what did he do? Yo. But what did he do?
What did he do?
Yo. They can't tell you. But for me, he's like the coolest guy. He's got such a strong mind. He's got such an incredible work ethic, and he's not afraid to put people on. Like literally, he puts people on, and because of what he's been able to achieve, he can leave a lot of people starstruck. a lot of people starstruck. I mean, I felt to that as it relates to business first and music afterwards. Still, he just sits there and is like, you know. I don't know, this one time I was like, I think I told you when I first met you at Ponteval, where I was like I'm learning to DJ because I want to come play any pizza. Really, that's really it. And he said, how good are you at DJing? I'm like, I'm okay. It's like that was a mistake I made. Remember, you said that's a mistake.
I said to you,
that was the
you
mistake.
should have said,
I'm
no,
good.
I'm great.
I'm great. Well, there we go. I'm great. Yeah. And then he was like, "Yeah, unless you're good, don't even come."
See,
don't even
imagine,
unless you.
And now, after I told you, I was like, imagine if you said you were great. Right now, you could have been
just like
in summer that side.
I know it's summer that side.
It's hot.
I know.
But you're here next to a heater.
I don't even use heaters in this house. But anyway, so that's the other thing is like also being willing to back yourself. I mean, just everything he's done for music and producing in Africa over there is unparalleled. And October Bag is headlining Madison Square Garden.
I'll be there also.
The only person that's done that is Trevor Noah. I'm going to put them together. Trevor Noah and by the way, Trevor, please come to the show. I'm a big fan. If I ever met Trevor Noah, I wouldn't know how to handle myself. I think that's the only guy around I wouldn't be able to.
Trevor, when you come also, like, please just invite me, Linda, so I can like shake your hand and be like, sharp, no, I've met the funny guy.
You've met the funny guy.
I've met the funny guy.
Because remember, I said, public speaking is my first love always has been, always will be. No one is better on the microphone that comes from Africa than Trevor Noah. I don't think no one.
That guy's intelligent.
He's smart.
He's
smart.
Intelligent. I enjoy watching so many interviews where he's just literally speaking.
And he's like, he's next level. Yeah, he's next level. I think that's the one guy if I met, I wouldn't know how to handle myself. I could meet Jay-Z, I'll be fine. I can meet Beyonce, I'll be fine.
Just need 2 shots of tequila.
No, I'm not gonna do that. So it's so the DJ journey. It's really a lot of fun, and it's good to have something that you can just break away from, and then also like really take seriously. Also, when you take it seriously enough, people see that you're serious about it, and that when you're playing, always there early, always greeting the people, always greeting the managers and speaking to them so they know you, and then you play. So yeah, it's really good.
Networking.
Networking.
Very important.
Very important. You need to be able to network, and don't be that diva. You were there at the first Afrobeats I played.
Yes.
Yeah. How was that? Because I can't listen to myself.
No, but also remember when you played. Yeah. I left.
Oh, you
to get food.
Oh, you left, then you came back.
Yeah, and then I came back. I only caught you, I think, 3 songs. So it was the end. Yeah.
Oh.
So I didn't listen to, but my friends were there.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, you played well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and they were like, yeah, that guy
can play. I'm not Ashley yet. Like I'm not.
No, but I feel bad now because I've never watched you perform like fully.
You and Lipodi.
Podi also doesn't watch you perform.
Never.
Really?
Never.
But for me personally, I feel bad now because you've watched me perform. I think like this is your 3rd time now. Because you saw me at Afrobeats, the first one.
Yeah.
And then at Truth.
Yeah. Truth I saw the last 20 minutes. So
that's not a lot though.
Yeah.
That's not a lot.
Yeah, that's not the Truth I first saw the first 20 minutes. I was like, okay, this is an interesting sound. Also with your set at Afrobeats, I only caught half of it, remember? Because I went back home. I came back home to fetch something, then I came back and only caught the first half an hour. The first full set I've heard you play was recently. With the
Awesome God.
Yeah, Awesome God. That's my favorite gospel song. I'm like, hey, he touched me. You must do that in your deep house tracks. Yeah. So I think
take the whole gospel thing.
Yeah, yonke. Yeah.
I thought of it.
Yeah,
I thought of it. That's the thing. I just don't like doing what's already out there.
Yeah, that's true. Do something that's
So when people people say S.O.S Deep, they know, okay, that's his particular thing. You know, he's the one who made. I don't know. I have a friend who says I do Deep House Light. I don't know why. But
What?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't get it.
I also don't get it. He just says Deep House Light.
Deep House Light. Hey. Okay, yeah. So the journey is great. I take everything I do in my own life seriously. With a gym, people know me as the gym guy. At work, I believe I want to reach the highest levels in everything possible. So that's next. So next is dropping an EP. I don't know where I'm going to start, what I'm going to do.
He's the right coach.
Yeah. No, the only I'm going to go back to Rise Academy and do the production course there. So I remember, one thing I want to circle back to is the technical riders. There are technical riders and the hospitality riders. Yeah, I said you have something to say about that. What do you have to say about
tech riders?
Not tech riders, I'm talking about hospitality riders.
Okay.
People want like an entire buffet and an entire 6-pack or 12-pack. Oh no, cases of
the cases of. Here's the thing, guys. Right. Yes, sharp. We all want to have that unlimited hospitality, but just know who you are before you ask for certain things. Because I've seen guys who, and again, right. I've seen guys who, I don't want to say below me, but guys who just started out in the entertainment industry and they're busy going to gigs asking for, hey, moe, what. Hey. On top of that, they're still asking for a fee. And it makes you just like, no, guys, sharp years.
Who do they think they are?
Exactly. Like, build your brand so that when they book you, they know what to expect. Because I remember in my varsity, one of the lecturers told us about this one rock band and how they purposely made the events, the organizers, go and get out blue jelly beans.
Why?
To see if they took them seriously.
Why would you do that, Joe?
To see if you take them seriously.
So that. I'm not sure, but get out.
To see if you take them seriously. But also another thing is with people, guys, don't get fooled. Don't get fooled. Here's the thing, so many people who start out in the industry don't understand certain things. So they just take whatever they can get. So if they get booked and the guy says, no, I will pay you in giving
exposure.
You not exposure, but I'll pay you in the sense of I'll give you 12 coronas. I don't know why I've been speaking about corona today, but 12 coronas. No. Not today.
Today.
I'm on a break.
You're on a break. Okay.
Yeah, they'll be like, I'll pay you guys in 12 coronas.
Yeah.
And I've seen so many artists who accept that. And I'm like, okay, sharp. Yes, it's you. Nah. Personally, for me, I wouldn't take that. Because like I said before, it does not pay the bills.
Yeah.
It doesn't pay your transport to get there.
Yeah.
And what if you have a photographer? You have to pay them also.
Yeah.
And now, if you just continue accepting, okay, no, I'm going to get coronas. You see?
Yeah.
So, guys, just know your worth.
Yeah.
And know.
I will know my worth.
Know my worth.
Uh-huh.
Know your worth. Guys. Just know your worth.
Okay, all right. Any other further questions that you have for me? Because I know earlier on you said you had I can't remember.
And I said to you, I lied.
Like you already started with your lies.
The lies only started now.
Yeah.
No, I don't have any questions actually.
You don't have any further questions?
No, not really. I don't.
No, you don't. Okay. So I'm gonna go to a quick speed round, then we'll wrap this up. I'll say a word or something, and then you must give me the very first thing that comes to your mind. Right. So, for example, if I say Africa, you'll say
deep.
Okay. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't
You
do that.
think you can do this to me?
No, the artist, Africa Deep.
Africa Deep, yeah. Sure. All right, cool. Ready?
Yeah.
We're gonna go for it. All right. EDM.
Avicii.
Martin Garrix.
Animals.
Tomorrowland.
Coachella.
Black Coffee.
Yo.
Okay, I'll take that as a
Yeah,
yo.
that's yo.
Yo. Shimzo.
Effects.
Effects.
Mm.
It's funny that everyone associates him with effects, eh? Because that's his thing.
Yeah, it's his thing.
That's his thing.
Mm.
Okay. Ultra Music Fest.
Japan.
Japan. Why Japan?
I just remember seeing Ultra Japan.
Was it Ultra Japan?
I don't know if I read it right. I just remember seeing an
Were
Ultra
you not
Japan.
watching the Nasty Seas things in Japan?
Probably. I don't know. It's the first thing that came to mind. So I don't know.
Okay. DJing.
Love.
Producing.
Soul.
Afrotech.
Meh. I'm joking.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here.
Afrotech.
Get out of here.
First word will be, or first thing will be growth.
Growth. Okay. Deep house.
Passion.
Felt that one, eh? Yeah, okay, cool. Groove.
Tiring.
The groove is tiring. It is, hey?
Yo.
Groove is tiring.
Yo. Especially now. It's cold. Guys, stay at home.
But people, then people like you and I can't get paid or people go
No.
to groove.
People stay home, but still book me.
How are they going to stay home and still book you? How does that work?
Find a way.
Anyway.
Find a way. Or at least accommodate us artists to get cold. Put a heater. No, don't do that. Next thing I blow up with the wires and all of that shit.
Yeah, just dress warmly. How's about that? Eh? Dress warmly.
Pay me my fees so I can afford nice clothes.
Okay. All right. Parties in Bromfontein.
Wild. Yeah.
Are they?
Not anymore, but yeah, they used to be very wild.
It's been very wild.
Yeah.
What was wild about them?
I don't know. The brown people are very interesting. Very interesting people. Compared to like the North people.
Yeah.
Bram is they're very friendly in a sense.
Weird, eh? That's one time.
Weird. Yes. But they also, I feel like in terms of music, brown people love music. Doesn't matter what you play.
Yeah. This one time I was just who was I going to go watch play? Can't remember. But I was there in Brum, and as I'm leaving, one guy comes to me and is like, "Do you want weed?" Weed? Why are you selling me weed?
Weren't you in Brum for Sondela?
Yeah, I was.
So you're probably with Podi then.
Yeah, I was. But as I was leaving,
yeah, it's Brum.
why am I being so? No. This was before Sondela. This was
That was
like
before.
some years back. And then for Sondela, that was the day of the World Cup final. The most stressful day of my life. The most stressful day of my life.
Who are you supporting?
Messi all the way. Messi all the way. Hey, this first 70 minutes, I'm like, I have to go and sleep. Hey, Mbappe came in, went extra time. At the end of the day, I was so stressed. I left and I came back home.
Just to watch the game. Oh, but you couldn't.
No, I could watch the game. Yeah, to watch the game. Yeah, I got Showmax Premium just for the World Cup.
Yo.
And then when Messi won, I fell down on the floor and I cried for 15 minutes. Yes.
I see you even have a World Cup trophy there.
Yeah. Yes, and the Ballon d'Or. Yes, I was like, yes. If Messi can be a world champion, so can I. That's the thing.
That's a true fan.
That's it. I'm like, I'm gonna be the best in the world at something because I cried for 15 minutes.
Yo.
Because of what he meant for football, because what he meant for football, and that ended very savagely. The whole Ronaldo Messi debate. It was a very savage end to a debate. It was so painful for CR7 fans. It was like, because what can you guys actually say now? Nothing. Nothing. There's
Not even okay. You know what? I'm not going into that.
Nothing that you can. There's nothing.
There's a lot I can say, but I'm not saying anything.
There's nothing you can say. There's a lot you can say, but that's all.
That's a nice globe you have.
It's a very beautiful globe. Okay, all right. Let's talk about countries. All right, go back to the speed round. South Africa.
Nothing came up.
Nothing came up. Just like the lights. Eh? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You can go on a world tour.
Mm.
Eventually, when you've got your own stadium named after you,
Mm.
you go on your own world tour. Give me the 5 cities that you want to play at.
Cities.
This is your
International.
It's not an international. I said world tour.
Okay.
Yes.
5 cities.
Yeah, and Cape Town, and this Cape Town is a country, and then the rest of South Africa. That's a running joke. Yeah, so you pick your 5 countries that you can play at.
Countries or cities?
Sorry, cities, but they have to be in a different country.
Okay.
You can pick multiple cities in the same country if you want to, but you can only have 5. Berlin, okay. Miami, Joburg,
I'm gonna say. I don't know any cities in this place.
If you need help, just pick a country.
I was gonna say Greece.
Greece. There's Athens. There's Mykonos.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then that's 4, right?
Yeah, you're on 4. You've given me Berlin. You've given me Joburg. You've given me Miami. You've given me Mykonos.
My last one.
Yeah. Ooh.
Somewhere in Africa. Like maybe Kenya, like a city in Kenya.
Nairobi. Yeah.
Okay. Somewhere in Africa.
Somewhere in Africa. Okay, that's good. My top 5 cities would be Cape Town. No, I wouldn't mind playing there. But if it's a world tour, I wouldn't start there. Again, I'll start in the island of Ibiza. New York. I'm working over here.
What, Times Square?
Times Square in New York. I'd like to do Tokyo.
I was thinking Tokyo.
I'd like to do Tokyo.
I don't know how the deep house side is for me.
Don't know. It's worth researching. Rio de Janeiro.
Oh.
I've been there before.
And the people they love dance. They love music
there.
Yeah.
Then I've got one more. I would say Cairo, Egypt.
I feel like I'll be distracted in Cairo.
Why?
I'm so fascinated. I'm kind of a nerd.
Yeah, so you're fascinated by the pyramids, the Sphinx, all of that stuff. Yeah, like play and then go do all of that. Yeah. So that's, I think I would do that. Okay, great. You list in no particular order your favorite producers. Just producers, not DJs. We've already done the whole lineup thing.
Okay, so no order.
No order. China Chameleon. Stimming.
I'm a huge fan of Coffee's old stuff.
His old stuff. Okay. Africa Rising.
Rising, Pieces of Me.
Yeah.
So everything after Pieces of Me, basically.
Okay. Avicii, of course. Ooh. Dr. Dre. You're not gonna put in Kanye there.
Oh, even Kanye. Right.
Okay, no, that's good.
But
yeah,
old Kanye.
And that's the old Kanye.
I know the people who like Kanye are gonna come after me, but guys,
he's got bigger issues to deal with right now.
Yep. So
I hope he overcomes them. Big Kanye fan. All right, cool. So I think we've done 2 hours 15 minutes. Went by fast, ne? I told you.
Ish.
I told you. Right. So, is there anything that you want to, any message that you want to leave for the upcoming and the established DJs and producers?
Don't be afraid
Yeah.
to be yourself.
Yeah. Don't
in
be afraid
terms
to
of
be
the
yourself.
music.
Yeah.
Tough times will come.
Yeah.
They never last.
Yeah. Tough times don't last, but tough people do.
Exactly. And just keep pushing.
Yeah.
Just keep pushing and know your worth. Like I said, know your worth and
Yeah.
don't take bullshit from people.
Okay.
Yeah.
100%. All right. So that is S.O.S Deep. It's not S.O.S Deep. It is S.O.S Deep.
International multi-award
award-winning
winning
DJ, producer, business mogul,
There we go.
all-round good guy.
There we go.
Yes, events organizer.
Event organizer.
He doesn't
Has a
want-
stadium after his name.
After his name, akafuna makorona,
Mm-mm.
sifuna imali.
Sifuna
Want that
imali.
money in his account before the event. thank
Before
you.
the event.
Before the event.
Not after. Not
And magafika and in Petama 350, we're happy.
no, guys, I don't mind 350s.
You don't mind 350?
I
Okay, Mina.
Actually, now I have a question.
Yes.
In terms of a tech rider now,
Yeah.
equipment,
Yes.
what's your tech rider as a DJ?
What's my tech rider?
Yeah.
I can bring my own controllers. Like right now, what I have here in the studio is going to upgrade soon. And this is for the bigger DJs who are probably listening to this. They're like, I thought you'd have like a CDJ 3000. Yeah, that's a car. That's a car.
It's expensive.
And then there's a lot of things that are on there that are not necessary.
True.
There's a lot of things there that's not necessary, but it's just kind of good to have.
Some people use them. Good for you.
I'm still trying to get to semi-pro, so I don't know all that stuff. Tech riders, like CDJ 2000s as a minimum.
I
I don't want Denons.
You don't want Denons.
I can play on them, but I prefer Pioneer. Pioneer is just, it's like stock standard. It's what I used to practice. It's what I'm used to. If I can bring my own stuff, I can bring my own stuff. Anything that is from DD, I think it's the DDJ RR. I think you know that one. That's where it's like it's all-inclusive controller. And then there's I've got a funny story about that, about the stuff. So when Kent started gigging again recently, like 2 years ago, right? I hit him up on Instagram, like, yo, Kent, do you want to mentor me on this? He's like, hey, how are you doing? And he's like, no, I think you should mentor me. I'm like, mentor you on what now? He's like, just life, because I do life coaching and business coaching. He's like, I want you to just talk about where my career is going to go. I'm like, I don't think I can help you there. You're Kent, first of all, but I think he was just being lighthearted about it. And then we met up at a party, and then I'm like, yeah, so it's like, so how are we going to organize these things? And he's like, what equipment should I get? And this guy, what was I expecting? He was like saying, he said to me, go get your XDJ RX. Do a Google search on that thing. Can that thing not be like, 60? And it's like, because you can add other CDJs to it. I'm like, what was I expecting to say, actually?
What you're expecting to say? A Pioneer 400.
Definitely not. It was like, what if we? They were like, get yourself something proper.
Have you played on 400?
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah.
They're horrific.
The DJ 400.
Yo.
Got them, yeah.
Yo. Like, I don't mind playing on them, né? But
I practice on them.
It's a lot. The fact that they take so much time to load your songs, because they say my USBs have a lot of music.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just
the
wait
time
there.
to load your songs. Yeah, to load your
The
songs.
lowest I'd go for is a 350.
I couldn't. No, I couldn't. I couldn't. Again, Beds and Terrace was like, I'm at 350. No, it's like, if you give me my 350, this is what he said. I'm going to play songs from 2010.
Yo.
Oh
Guys,
my God.
I don't mind 350s. Those are my babies. learned of them.
You learned of again. Some of us, minimum figures. So I started from more.
These ones are used to 2000s. Hey,
yeah, it's from 2000. It's from 2000.
but sync.
Listen, the only time I've used sync is for practice. Because I just want to think about just transitions. I don't want to think about the tempo. So like the beat sync. So like if one is 120, one is 122, I just press that just to see if it matches. Then that's just for me to practice the transition and the mixing it. Then when it's like practice the full set, zero sync. I think that's the only way. I think that's just me. I think it's also a stigma. I don't want to be known as a guy who plays using sync. I don't want to be.
Let me tell you something. Right
What?
now. At home, as we speak now, I have a mixer.
Yeah.
It's a Gemini.
Yeah. Gemini.
It's a Gemini.
That is old school, bro.
Yep. No BPM. Next. And that's what I use to just practice. No effects. It's a standard mixer. No BPM. Can't even scroll for your songs. You must press next.
I'm sorry. I'm too much of a tech nerd for
and
that.
That's how I just keep with the ears.
I am. Some people just you're too deep for me for there. Yeah. So
here's the thing. One thing I really want to do is play vinyls.
Oh yeah.
Do a set, a vinyl set. That's one thing I want to do actually.
Yeah, now you're going like really purist and stuff, eh? Now you're going.
Vinyls are coming back, bro.
Yeah, I see they're making a comeback. I mean, the DDJ 1000s, they allow you to put vinyls on them.
You see?
Yeah.
So that's what I want to do.
Yeah. Hey, man. Technology has ruined us, bro.
I don't say it's ruined us. I feel like it's just made us lazy.
That's what I mean.
Oh, yes, then.
When I say ruined, it's just made you a bit more lazy. Yeah.
I wouldn't even lie. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, come on,
anyone and everyone can DJ. Why? Because, especially like the Pioneer 2000s, you just look at the BPM. If you don't want to do that, sync.
Yeah, and until some people who think they can do that because they don't know how to.
There's nothing wrong with playing.
Damn it, July! The last time from Pizza was that equipment, bro. I boxed everyone. Everyone was boxed.
Even me, I struggled with
I got boxed, ne? Now I got boxed. It's only towards the last half of the set where I was like, then I actually started to like.
And you know why I struggled?
Why?
You know how you and Puddy were like the first transition I made from the girl that was playing before me, and you guys were like, nah, that was not.
Yeah, that was not S.O.S.
That's not S.O.S Deep.
Yeah, it's because by the devil himself. What happened?
Because when I was scratching out, right, I was trying to do the effects thing.
The effects button
wasn't working.
It wasn't. It like skips the song.
Exactly. So that's when I was like, hey, man.
And also like my style of playing is because I want to be known for track selection first, transition second, and some effects. I don't want to be known as the effects guy. No. I want to be known as good song selection. Because I think again, Rise Academy, there was like track selection is number one. So they said. And then also Ken's brother. Ken's brother is like, if you know three things, then you sort it. Track selection, the sequencing of the songs, and the mixing of the songs. If you can really master those,
done.
Bambi. So I just want to keep it simple. You know,
that's actually the skills of DJ.
That's it.
Those three.
I just want to keep it there. I have songs that make people dance, that throw people back, that make them sing along, and also groove. I mean, like the last Afro beats towards the end. Can they not be lifting chairs? They were lifting chairs.
You just did a good job.
I was like, that's just very weird. If they were doing this,
if you were a piano artist, they'll be climbing tables with
savannas on their head. No. I must go explain to my church what was going on. Why were they? But just, I'll be like, I can't control how other people act. It's not me. So that's the so like in all of my sets, like Afrotech, I'll have to throw in something that reminds me of my roots EDM. I always have to have a Michael Jackson remix. That is my.
And I've seen you always do that.
That's my artist. Like the two biggest artists for me, Michael Jackson, Avicii. Those two are the biggest for me. So
with me, how I structure out my thing.
Yeah. And you see, we're not holding back our secret sources here. We're just.
It's whatever. No.
It's whatever, yeah.
Track selection, but in the sense of, I always have. It's even written in my bio where me as an artist, I wanna give you a nostalgic feel.
Yeah.
But also have that new school feel.
Yeah.
So if it's a remix, I'll play it. Remind you of back in 2010 World Cup, the Vuvuzelas.
When Philip Belcon.
You see?
Yeah.
And then you have the new school that just brings you back to reality.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, that's what I always do. And then obviously transitions, some effects, just to say, yeah, now I'm a real DJ. I can do what Shimza does, but not like him. But I can also do the same.
No one can do what Shimza. Well, no, let me say no one.
Someone out there can do it.
Yeah, someone else can do it.
Like for me, I'm not there yet.
Yeah, so I'm going to talk about Shimza, and I'm going to take this clip and we'll put it out into Waza. So this guy. So I think it's when I first started the DJ journey, I was like always listening to Shimza's mixes because I think he's got good track selection and good with the effects.
There's also, you just read the crowd.
And he's very good.
You read the crowd. Like after your first 4 tracks, and this is the thing that Black Coffee says a lot in his interviews. Like after his first 4, that's when he knows what direction he's
going to go next. Yeah, I mean,
and that's what I try infiltrating my mixes.
Yes. Well,
funny enough, when I was also starting out, I remember my parents bought me a radio.
Yeah.
I asked for a TV, but they got me a radio.
Okay.
And
why did they do that? Don't do that.
Yes.
Get us what we want for gifts.
If I want the Porsche, I want the Porsche.
It's funny Porsche. Even though I'm not allowed to get a Porsche, it's I've been banned from getting one.
Yep.
Even if I
want to hear those stories.
Even if I have $17 billion,
you still can't.
Can't.
What happened?
What do you mean? What happened? Not married. That's what.
Guys, get married. It's beautiful.
No. I believe everyone should get married. I was like, I want a Porsche. She's like, no. That's calling trouble.
It is.
That's unless it's a Porsche Cayenne.
Or like a family vehicle.
A family vehicle. Yeah. But other than that, you
can't get like a 911.
Nah, no. Not a Carrera. Next, I can't get that because it's like you're calling trouble.
It's like being a Polo drive or a GTI drive. Golf R. Just trouble. Every day. The whole way.
No. So like the Porsche I've driven in one. It's basically it's like calling trouble from females in essence. Like you're asking for trouble.
Yeah. Ish. Yeah. Anyway.
I get Aston Martin, but not a Porsche.
I thought. Never mind. Anyways.
And it's a good thing. I don't want trouble.
Yeah. Don't get trouble. You good.
I'm right. I'm sharp.
Both you and I, we're good.
Sharp, yeah. No, yeah.
I'm fine. I don't want people knowing my car drive. I'm fine with my tires.
The 350 of cars. Yeah.
But yeah, when I was starting out, my parents bought me a radio.
Yeah.
And every night, I would listen to, it was either 947 or 5FM.
Yeah.
I remember 5FM used to have the block parties.
Yeah.
And they'll bring in like DJs, and I'll just listen the whole night.
And I know about Ultimix. Hey, what Kent used to do to us in those Ultimixes, bro, was just every Friday. Yo. I still don't understand how he does it.
And I'll fall asleep to them. Just
I still need to ask him like, hey, brother Kent.
You have to say, call him.
No, I'm zombies of it.
And I'm gonna be there.
You want to be the producer? No vele.
The technical producer.
A technical producer, yeah. Like he also taught me the rule of 0.8. You know, there's a rule of 0.8. There was also this course I did on Udemy on advanced DJing as well. Because I was like, okay, I'm done with my beginner.
0.8.
The rule cool. 0.8. So you know when you're doing when you're looking for the BPMs, né?
Yes.
What do they call that slider?
The tempo.
The tempo slider. The tempo slider. You've got one track on this side that's 120. Let's say it's 120, and then the other one is like 123 or 124. If you slide from like at the middle where it's white, if you slide it up and it hits 0.8, it's 1 BPM. It's the same as 0.0. Obviously, you're trying to get them to be the same, but if you're looking at 0.8, that's when you can find the BPM first. And like I have to show it to you. But the rule of 0.8. Google the rule of 0.8.
Guys, I promise, I'm a real DJ. Nah, I just play.
You sound like a big. He's just like, I'm like, oh, big, how do you do it? And he's like, I just put on songs. I'm gonna go play.
I just play. These rules. It's like knowing the rules of music, and then you go speak to like a person that plays piano, guitar, any instrument. It's just like you don't follow those rules.
No, I agree, but they know them.
They know them.
Whether it's subconsciously, but they know them.
They know them.
Yeah.
I just play.
You just play.
I was born playing in my mom's room.
We were playing with intestines.
I was here. It was built in me for a very long time.
Yeah. So, so that's how I structured myself. It's the first song that I'll produce. I don't know. You need to guide me on this one, but we'll take it offline, as they say.
That one we'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it.
You know, sometimes people can't know everything.
Yeah, they can't know everything. Yeah, salt and completion. Exactly. All right. So we've been here for 2.5 hours. Ish. I think this is a good.
I feel like we're just gonna talk and talk and
exactly.
talk. So
we have to cut it. We have to just press the wrong cue button. I'm taking that clip and I'm putting it out of it to you. What a London. Also hit him. So this is S.O.S Deep. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me
on the NJ podcast. First Deep House DJ. Definitely not the last that I've had. And thank you for honoring the call, spending all this time, sharing your wisdom. And thank you very much, everyone. Thank you for your time and for listening in. Remember that success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. That means you're going after what you've always wanted to go after because it's aligned with the highest values. That's the only way that you can live a truly fulfilled and successful life. If you want to go out, I don't care if you are an accountant or a lawyer or a doctor or an athlete. One of the things I believe people should learn to do is play music. It will change your life. You don't have to be Avicii, even though no one will ever be the GOAT Avicii. No one will ever. It's good as something that's creative and that frees your soul. I believe everyone should play music at some way, shape, space, or form. Guitar, piano, CDJs, deep house, EDM. Find whatever it is. Yeah, and be a listener of music and a lover of music.
That doesn't mean you must go and not study to be a doctor. There's too many DJs, please. But anyways,
there's not too many DJs.
There's a lot of DJs.
Yeah, the more the merrier, right?
Nah, guys, I'm gonna take everything. I'm joking.
I
welcome you with open hands.
The more the merrier. The more the merrier. The more the merrier. And music is the answer and will change your life. And we'll see you on the next episode. And thank you very much.
Thank you for joining us on this episode on the NJ Podcast. Make sure to visit the website, the njpodcast.captivateair.fm, where you can subscribe to the show in iTunes, Stitcher, all the other podcast platforms, or via RSS, so you never miss a show. You can also find the video content on the YouTube channel and Instagram page. That will be Njablo James on YouTube and njablo.j.ngosi for Instagram. Please subscribe and follow on those platforms as well. And while you're at it, if you found value in the show, we'd appreciate a rating on the podcast platforms, or if you'd like to tell a friend about the show, that will help us out too. If you'd like more information about published or upcoming books, visit www.njablojames.com for more information. Please reach out if you would like to share what you would like to hear and which guests should be invited to the show. And remember, success is a progressive realization of a worthy ideal, which means that you are doing what you have always wanted to do because it is aligned with your highest values, and this is the only way you can live a truly fulfilled life. Now just chill until the next episode.